What's up, casuals? Hope y'all missed us. We're back. We missed last week. Y'all know how it is. It's the holiday season. Shit happens.
You're
So to make it up to y'all, we're taking time away from our beloveds, our families to
yes, sir.
spend time with you all
Speed round
doing
episode.
degenerate behavior to celebrate the holiday season. And of course, going into that, we have to talk about the NBA Christmas slate. The NBA is giving the NFL a run for its money. The football tried to come and snatch the chain away
Can't do
from
that.
the association, but
Hoop
it
heads
ain't
up. Hoop heads
happening.
up.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Adam Silver, man, did a little witch magic, tore
Come on,
Patrick
man.
Mahomes ACL, tore Gardner Minshew's ACL.
For good
Goddamn.
measure. Took it for good measure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just
tell you
in
right
case,
now.
but yeah, we got
Even if Patrick Mahomes had an ACL, these NFL games still would not compare to NBA games. NBA games smack the NFL games.
Yeah. Yeah, this Christmas slate is pretty sad from Roger. Roger, I expect better
Yeah,
from you, man. This is
I expect
this is
better.
this is bad. I mean, Lions Vikings is cool,
yeah.
but yeah, the rest of these are terrible games.
NFL's playing with house money for sure. You know, America loves football, but I mean, damn, just looking at these games, it's not close. And yeah,
Not.
for the first time in Casuals history, we're gonna give our game picks for the NBA slate for Christmas Day. First
Whoop,
game on the
whoop.
docket. Cavaliers at Boog's own New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson and the Knicks have been on fire. They're favored by 5.5 points at home against the Cavaliers, who have been struggling to find a rhythm a little bit. Evan Mobley is not breaking out the way you wanted. Darius Garland is not coming back from injury the right way. Donovan Mitchell is starting to catch the Embiid hate. Where's your conference finals appearance? And
Oof.
I don't know. It's
Oof.
not looking too good in the land right now. Bug, I think I know which way you're leaning.
Come on, man. You know, I got my Pels gear on though, because I was in the city of New Orleans last week. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to the Pelicans. Shout out to the Smoothie King Center. They're great. So you got a new fan. But you know, my Knicks, I'm definitely taking the Knicks 5.5. That's easy money. I think the Knicks win big. Yes, we lost to the Timberwolves last night, but you know, Jalen Brunson didn't play. So, you know, we're gearing up for Christmas. You know, we getting ready for the big one. So you know, I think we go out there, smack the Cavs around, and you know, show the nation that we winning that chip, baby. You know what I'm saying? Chip gonna
I'll
run
go
through New
ahead.
York,
I'll
just
go
like
ahead
the
and hop
NBA
in
Cup
here.
did, nigga. Yes, sir.
I don't know about I don't know if the Knicks are running away with the finals just yet, but I will say this: they look really good. Their chemistry is crazy. They do look really scary. I don't think it's going to be a relatively close game. I'm going Knicks easily. They're going to run away with this. Cavaliers are 5-5 in their last 10 games. They don't look good. They have nothing but question marks. Knicks
Yeah.
are going to blow them out. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
Same
But Jared, what you
sentiments.
got?
Same sentiments. I think Darius Garland shooting like 40% from like in the 3-point range. Like that's insane. Yeah, Knicks by 50. Honestly, this game is not going to be close. The other games are.
50. Hey, Jalen Brunson, I don't know what 35 points is, but you can go ahead and smash that. We getting 35 points for
Also,
Christmas, easy.
just to defend Donovan Mitchell, I've watched a couple Cavs games this year. It's honestly just looking like a lot of hero ball for him, and it's kind of sad because his teammates have been no help. But yeah, it sucks, man. Couldn't go to got stuck in the Cleve. I don't know what to
Sorry,
tell you.
buddy. Sorry you couldn't make it on, bro. Sorry, man.
Stuck
Stuck
in
in the
Ohio.
Cleve.
You blame Danny Ainge for that one, bro.
Yeah.
He fucked you over big time, nigga.
Shout out,
Stuck
Danny.
in the
We
Cleve.
love you.
Yeah, Spider's in a tough place for sure. I mean, on the one hand, like people are giving him shit for not moving the ball around, playing hero ball. But
You
on
passed
the other
it.
hand, no one else is giving him any help. So what else
Yo,
is he supposed to do? But yeah, I don't like what's happening in Cleveland right now. Like just disappointing playoff loss after disappointing playoff loss, and it feels like the score has just run its course before it could really even really get going with a healthy playoff run. And that is
True.
unfortunate because I like the collection of pieces they have there. But I don't know. At this point, it seems like a change does need to be made. I don't think Evan Mobley and Jared Allen like maximize each other. Same thing with Garland and Spida. Like it was cool that they had like a
Well,
crazy
yeah.
backcourt. Twin Towers lineup, but there's just too much overlap there. And I do think that'll show against a New York Knicks team that's really figuring it out, changing up the Tom Thibodeau offense. It's not just Jalen Brunson pounding the rock for 20 seconds of the shot clock anymore. They're swinging that thing around. OG looks good. Mikal looks
White boy
good.
Kolek. White
If
boy
they can,
Kolek.
yeah, if they can figure that defense out, look out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that means
Okay.
we open up our very first NBA pick with a sweep for the New York Knickerbockers. This next one,
Bing
I don't
bong.
know. I don't think we're gonna get the
Nah, it
sweep
should be
here,
a
but
sweep.
maybe we got
Should
the
be a sweep.
Spurs and the Thunder going head to head yet again. We know that Wemby and the Spurs gave the Thunder the L, the
Yeah.
L in the tournament there. The
And
OKC will be out for revenge, but
they
they're
lost
on a bit of
yesterday
a skid
too.
as much as you can be with fucking 24 wins at this point in the season.
Yeah.
6. Seems like you got strong feelings about this one.
Look, y'all know how I feel about Wemby. You know how crazy I am about Wemby. Chet is Wemby's child. Chet is a baby of Wemby. He wishes he was Wemby. Every time they play, Wemby shows him, "You are my lesser. You are my son." The Thunder, they're a great team. They might even pull this out, but this spread 9.5 is crazy, boy. If you not picking the Spurs, you not watching basketball this season. You are not watching Olympic basketball or excuse me, FIBA where Wemby was going crazy for France. You just haven't watched basketball in a year or two. The Spurs are going to close a 9.5 gap, if not win this game. Kenny, tell me what's up, man. Let's hear it, Kenny.
Yeah, I think you make some good points. 6. I think Wemby, the last 2 games has shown that the Thunder have some weaknesses because Wemby is only playing 20 minutes a game in these 2 wins. The Thunder have lost against the Spurs over the last 2 weeks. I don't think the Thunder. I don't think Wemby's playing another full game. I think it's still minute restrictions, but I do think the Thunder eat this one out. I think I'm gonna take the Thunder here. I think the Thunder are smart. They're NBA defending NBA champs, and they're showing that they can adapt and move forward. And they are taking 2 losses in the last couple days, and I think the Thunder adapt and take a dub here.
You think they cover that 9.5 spread?
Yeah, at home,
Yeah,
I
you're
do think.
picking with the spread.
Yeah, I think I'm with the spread too.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think
Ben.
if
Okay.
Ben, come on.
this
Let me
is
hear it.
contingent. Yeah. I think the Thunder, if they're smart, they're looking for blood. It's been 2 losses. Yeah, I'm taking the Thunder here.
Okay. 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 Ben, come on. Tell us what's up, man. Tell
Benjamin.
us you got a little sense in Chicago.
I'm going my Shot Town brother, man. And look, none of this is
What?
disrespect towards the Spurs. I mean, I seen them up close and personally. I watched the NBA Cup game where they kind of got handled down the stretch. I mean, but I think with the Thunder, I like what Candy said about they've lost to them twice already. This is a big game. The world's gonna be watching. Everybody's gonna be watching this matchup. So they're at
Okay.
home. And I like the Thunder at home. They play better at home, and when they win, they tend to win big. So I can see them getting up on the Spurs. But it's no disrespect to the Spurs. I think
Exactly.
it's gonna be a great game. I like what Steph Castle's been doing. He's been great. Running kind of not running the show, but kind of playing in his role. He's kind of elevated his game a little bit. Dylan Harper's been great. As a facilitator. Getting the ball to Wemby and spreading the ball around. But I like the Thunder at home. They got the MVP. They got their 3 guys back, and yeah, man, you gotta make a statement at some point. Yes, they taking some losses. Now the criticism opens up, and I think this is where the champs respond.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay. I hear y'all Chicago
All
boys.
right. Well, then we got our first hoop split as well. I am not rocking
Ah,
with the Thunder.
come on
I
in.
do think the Spurs just have the Thunder's number. They're just perfectly equipped. And I don't know if they'll get them this year in the playoffs, but this is shaping up to be like a dynastic
Oh
rivalry
yeah.
down the
Yeah,
stretch
this is
between these
gonna be
two teams in
crazy.
the West. Like the one
Mm-hmm.
critique you can have of SGA at this point of his development is that he's not like an A++ playmaker, and he can get
Mm,
his assists simply by being an efficient scoring god.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he starts driving the ball, 2 people are going to
that's
be on
wild.
him. That means it's an open kick out. But with Wemby in the paint and the way he can cover so much ground and the way Luke Cornett can kind of replicate that,
Luke
and the
Cornett.
multitude of
Cornet.
big, strong guards that the Spurs have that can really lock down on defense, they've been giving J Dub fits. I think that's going to continue. I don't know if the Spurs are going to continue their win streak against the Thunder outright like this, but I do think with that spread, they're going to be able to cover. But let's move on to my hometown, sort of, for 3 years, the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Dubs. Both of these two teams are having a pretty disappointing season so far. Dallas is starting to turn things around. Golden State has been literally super mid. They're 15-15 on the season. Things are already getting thrown back into question for Jimmy Butler. Half the fan base is divided on him. Kenny, what do you think?
It's over. It's over. Yeah, the Golden State Warriors are supreme mid. Draymond Green just walked off the court the other day.
Walked off the court.
Walked
Yeah,
off
that
the
Took
was
court,
bad.
himself out. He
took
said, "Yo,
himself
fuck
out.
this shit. I'm out."
Fuck this guy. Like whatever. Yeah, Steph is hurt. Oh, Podemski has I feel like there's been like 12
Pods.
accounts on Twitter that have ended because Podemski cannot make a triple double because he's ass. Yeah, I'm not on the Warriors at all. I'm taking Cooper Flag, who's had multiple high scoring games over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I think Cooper Flag hoops on him. What you think, Ben? You riding with me?
Oh, throw it to six, God. Let me. I got some shit I gotta pull up. Six, what you think?
Kenny, Kenny, I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you all the way, man. I think it's
Bet.
time for this Jimmy Butler experience to end. They got him for the playoff run. They tried it last year. That was cool, but he is one old motherfucker. Ship him out. Ship Draymond out. Try to retool as best as you can while you got Curry. But nah, I'm going Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag's been a hoop. He's getting into it. I was very critical of Cooper Flag, but he's finding his way. He's improving his playmaking ability. He obviously has a great head coach, and I really respect Jason Kidd, but I think he's really turning it around. I think the Mavericks are looking good, but at the end of the day, I think the Warriors just really suck. Pods is booty. I remember
Yeah,
he said like, "I'm gonna take over the reins after Curry retires." Bro, you suck. I'm sorry. You can hook
yeah,
me
you
up,
guys.
yes, but
Damn,
for an NBA
Pods.
player, you're not him, bro. You're not him. Ben,
Pod, I
let's
hope you're
hear it, bro.
not.
You with
I
me and
know you're
Kenny?
not listening, bro.
You
What's
riding
the
with me
what's
and
this?
Kenny? He
What's the
listening.
spread
He
at?
hears
What's the
this.
spread
It's
at?
no respect. No disrespect. It's
What's the spread at,
eight and
Andy?
a half, minus 8.5 Golden State.
Oh yeah, I'm going with
Seven and a half
the
now.
Crazy.
Mavs. Oh,
Crazy.
seven
That's
and a half.
insane.
Yeah, I'm going with the
That's
Mavs.
still insane.
Cool 33-9 last night, win against the Nuggets. They
Cool.
did beat the Nuggets.
Cool.
I think it was Peyton Watson had a wide open three to win the game, missed that shit. But
Yeah, that was
Cooper
bad.
Flies, he's been looking good. And like you said, y'all was very critical on my boy. I guess was it rookie of the year? Was it him or the field? I heard a lot of talk, man. Shout out to my boy DQ, but it's Coop, man. He's definitely the rookie of the year. The guy's
Yeah,
the guy's finding his
Yeah.
way very early as like a 19-year-old, which is crazy. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like the vibes with the Warriors at all. I didn't like him going into the season. And yeah, Draymond walking off the court is kind of just indicative of just like
Get him
where
out.
they're at in this point of the Steph Curry run, which is sad to see. But it's him and a bunch of guys like we clearly don't like. I mean, definitely not Pods, but it's just at this point, Jimmy Butler is like almost like non-existent in these games. He doesn't really make an impact like you think he would. And yeah, to be 15-15 on a team with Steph Curry playing like majority of the season is pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm going with the Mavs 7.5 here.
Yeah.
I think they can cover on
Easy.
Christmas.
That's easy.
Whose first big game since his opening night? I think he kind of shows the world like, yeah, I'm him. I'm him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
Andy,
give us
you
another
riding. We
sweep. I'm
know it.
riding with Big D as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Y'all know I love me some Jimmy Butler. I do feel bad for him. I do think the synergy between him and Steph was great, but
Yeah.
like the rest of that roster is just not cutting it. Jimmy has to be more assertive if this Warriors team is going to do anything,
Too
at
old.
least unless they plan on shaking up the roster. But yeah,
Mhm.
the vibes are not good. As great as Jimmy and Draymond were getting along at first, like it's bound to happen, especially with these losses. Like they're two
They're
fiery
playing.
personalities, two eternal competitors, and they're gonna turn on each other for sure here. I want to
Mhm.
shout out AD in Dallas, starting to play that weight off. He's been on a heater lately,
Yes, sir.
looking like his old DPOY self. I don't know if he's playing like he could be the centerpiece of a Luka trade just quite yet, but he's definitely shown the world why he was All NBA, received MVP votes in the past. Like
For
this man
sure.
is singularly dominant, and I do think the Mavericks are maybe a piece or two away from obviously not contending with the Thunder, but being a pretty
That
feisty
okay,
playoff
okay.
team. If they can get a real
Yeah,
point guard or
well
get
there.
Kyrie back, there's a lot of nice
Okay.
pieces in Dallas. They just need a ball handler, but I do think it'll
Maybe,
be
yeah.
enough to at least cover the spread here.
Yeah.
Let's move on to another Texas team, the Rockets and Canny's Lakers. Canny, your Lakers are slight underdogs here, 2.5 points. What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
Well,
Ooh.
well. Luca's hurt. I think he has some leg cramps. Austin
Oh
Reeves
wow.
was on minute restrictions, I guess, last night. He only played like 22 minutes and came off the bench. Uh, the last two games haven't looked pretty, but no one's been playing. So Rui's out, Jackson Hayes is out. So I think everybody's coming back for Christmas Day. So I'm riding with the Lake Show. So yeah, we're going Lakers all day against the Rockets. I think if LeBron got his homies, he's got an arsenal. You know, he can beat KD any day. So yeah, I'll take LeBron. I think LeBron and KD put on the Unk show. I think they hoop. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm taking
I'm right
LeBron.
with you.
Unchained.
I'm right with you, Kenny, man. It's a hard toss up between me. The Rockets are a really good team. They got KD, they got a great just team around KD. I love Segun. I like the Lakers. No, I love Segun. I love Thompson. I love their coach. If their coach could keep it in his pants, he'd be fantastic in Boston still. But outside of being a horn dog, he's
He's
a
not
phenomenal
Nigerian
coach.
brothers, them Nigerian brothers. If you know, you know, nigga.
He knows ball, so I'm gonna give him
Shout
that.
out
You know what I mean?
Nigeria.
I love
But no,
Nigeria.
I mean, I think that the Rockets are a really good team. I do, but the Lakers, I think that they're also a really good team. I think Luka is phenomenal. We heard it here from our Laker insider that the team's coming back. The injuries are okay. We're gonna have Luka. AR should be good to go. And if you give me 2 points, I'm taking the Lakers. Give me Luka. He's still gonna win MVP. If you haven't put in that parlay yet, you're messing out on money. Luka MVP. Boog. Come on, Lakers.
Luka.
Tell them. Tell them,
Yeah,
King. Come
I'm
on,
going. I'm
Kenny.
going late show. I'm going late show. Like I said, I was in New Orleans last week. Had some boots on the ground reporting, and I didn't like what I saw from the Rockets. I mean, respect to New Orleans, the Pelicans are
True.
not a good basketball team right now.
They're
Yes, they
not.
kind of surged a little bit. Nice little 4 or 5 win streak that got snapped last night. But the way they lost that game was they just kind of methodically just their offense is not it doesn't look fluid. It's a lot of Shingun just kind of pounding the ball in the post
Yeah.
and kicking out the guys who you like from three, but don't really love from three. Amen Thompson, not really a great shooter. Who my man Reed Shepard missed a lot of threes, even though he's been having a good year. But Jabari Smith, it's like okay, but yeah, if Vegas thinks it's gonna be a close game, then I'm gonna take the points as well because I don't like the Rockets in a close game. They just their offense doesn't look the best, and KD, my man, it's hard to carry a team and be that guy offensively at 37. What is he, 38? How old is he now?
That's
Like
Oh,
that's a good point, but I feel
it's
like
a
the
tough
Rockets are
proposition.
using. I feel like the Rockets are using KD wrong. I feel like they got to be in like a. It's got to be like a Robert Horry situation, bro. Like just get him open for
Robert
those shots.
Horry.
Whoa,
You get him
Robert
open.
whoa,
Horry.
If you
You
get him
calling
open,
KD Robert Horry?
I'm not.
Yo,
I'm not
whoa.
saying that.
shoot.
In the
Oh
late moment
shit.
games, like you're not drawing up those good plays for KD. You're dropping up for Sengun, and he was missing them. Like you should draw him up for KD, and then you get those Robert Horry type shots, and you create magical
Robert
moments
Horry.
can you
that
stop
create
saying that?
momentum.
But I get your point. Your point makes sense. You have a great point, and I agree full heartedly with
Calling
your
this
point.
man Robert Horry
Just
is
He
you
wasn't
choose a
calling
better
crazy.
KD
player.
Robert Horry. KD, you're one of my favorite players of all time. I love you, man. Please don't hate me.
But no, I think that's a good point, though, Ken. I think you make a great point. The Rockets do like to go through Sengun a lot more than they like going through KD, and
And it doesn't look
you know,
it doesn't look great.
It's not
I
the
don't
best.
think I don't think he's the Jokic level creator that he kind of
they
would
want
need
him
to
to
be
be.
that guy. Yeah, yeah,
Nah,
because
he's so
that's a
aggressive.
lot.
Yeah.
I
Andy,
mean,
who you riding with? We sweeping with the
yeah.
Lakers, or,
Let's
or
go.
what we doing, Andy? We sweeping it? We got another sweep?
Let me hit the shoulder shimmy.
Oh, he's doing it.
He's taking the
Hey,
fade away.
He's doing it. The
Yeah, let's
KD
Taking the
fade.
fade. Taking the
okay.
fade.
We're not in Robert Horry conversations.
That's
KD's
crazy.
fucking. It's a little crazy to see Şengün have the ball down the stretch when KD's on the team. I do think they need to figure
Exactly.
that out in crunch time, but nah, I just do not like this matchup at all for the Lakers. We saw how they struggled with long, athletic defenders against the T Wolves last playoffs, and yeah, the Rockets are full of that, and they're full of size, they're full of grit. I think I think there's a decent chance the Lakers just get pounded here. I mean,
Pause.
the Rockets offense can be a little clunky at times, but like no one on the Lakers can guard at all. Like
Very
who's the
true.
best defender on the Lakers?
Rui,
Is it
maybe.
Rui?
Really, probably.
Is it DeAndre Ayton?
Marcus
Is
Smart.
Marcus
Jared
Smart at
Vanderbilt.
Marcus
40
Marcus
years
Smart.
Smart.
old?
Yeah, I
Marcus
don't
Smart
think
won a
Is it
DPOY.
Jared
Marcus
He's
Smart.
only
Vanderbilt?
34,
we were in
32.
high
He's
school
not
still. That was
40.
like 10 years ago.
Wait, is he 34 or
He,
32? That's those.
I don't
Those.
think
That's
Marcus Smart is 30, like 40 years old. Like,
nah,
I think
he's
he's
not
30
that
something.
old,
there's no
but
he's
way
31.
Marcus.
He's 31.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
31.
Marcus Smart
He's
is not that
old.
old.
he plays
Very
like a
well.
trash test dummy, so he's got a bit more
Sure.
mileage on those legs. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like what's been going on in La La Land. I do think that they have a better core and better prospects in the immediate future than anyone really expected. But I do think LeBron's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I mean,
Yeah.
he's telling people he doesn't watch basketball games anymore. He's
And then
practicing his golf stroke in the locker room during
instead of
the
watching
Hell
during
yeah.
the
YouTube
national
videos.
anthem.
Oh
Hell
man,
yeah.
that shit was so funny.
Hey, if you work at a
So yeah,
company for
I'm
22 years, you should be able to practice your fucking golf stroke
I
wherever the
don't
fuck you
care.
want to,
yeah, bro.
man.
We've all had those coworkers, bro. He's checked out. If you're
He's
doing
Absolutely.
mad
big golf
checked out.
swings in the office,
He's ready for
you're
retirement.
ready. You're ready to go.
Earl in the
But all
cubicle
right,
over it, nigga.
yeah, I'm hitting the fade there. Let's hit our last game. T Wolves at Nuggets, and wow, like this slate compared to the
Sheesh.
NFL one is
Cook Adam.
Good.
fucking
Cook Adam.
Every
ridiculous,
game.
man.
Every
Cook
game.
Adam. Put that shit on
Yo,
Adam.
shout out to the Knicks for being one of the two East teams on here that
Yeah.
they said fuck
Represent.
the East.
That's all you need, baby. That's all you need. It don't matter. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But yeah, we got Jokic and the Nuggets favored by 2.5 points. Bug, you want to open us up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the T Wolves. I'm gonna go with the T Wolves. We talked about kind of teams that have another team's number. I think the T Wolves are historically one of those teams that kind of seem to have the Nuggets number. Obviously, they beat them in the playoffs. You know, came back
Yeah.
from you know, and won that game 7, which was crazy. So I'm gonna go with the T Wolves. I'm going Anthony Edwards. Christmas Day. Like I said, the Nuggets lost to the Mavs last night. And they've kind of lost a few games where that they probably shouldn't have. And if I'm getting some points here, I'm gonna take them. So go T Wolves. Let's go Big Jew. Let's go Julius Randle. And let's get this. Let's get this money, baby.
I would hop on that,
Let's go.
and the Minnesota's actually 2-0 currently, or excuse me, Denver's actually 2-0 against Minnesota so far this season. So, historically, I do agree with you. Now, Denver has been Minnesota's, excuse my language, bitch, but I do think that Denver's a really good team. I think that Jokic is, if not the best player in the NBA, he's still up there. SGA is really phenomenal, so we're not going to get into that right now, but Jokic is questionably the best player in the NBA, and I think he deserves a lot of respect, and I think they're going to put it together. I think they're going to beat the Timberwolves in the regular season. I do think the Timberwolves are going to beat them to come playoff time, just because I do have Ant going all the way this year, but I think the Nuggets are going to take this game, and honestly, I think they're going to sweep them in the regular season. And 2.5 spread, I kind of want to go Minnesota. But I think Denver, after that playoff run last year and the way that Minnesota came back in that series, that was heartbreaking for Denver. I think they took it personal. Jokic is a guy that, if you give him something to care about more than his horse, you're in trouble. Come on, Kenny, tell me I'm
Does he
wrong.
care
Let's
about
hear it.
anything more than his horses?
You're wrong, 6. When I last season's the last season, I really like how Minnesota's been playing the last couple weeks. Ant's been balling out of his mind. Game winners, great buckets, great hustle. I'm going with Ant this year. I think Ant might be a dark horse for MVP. I think he's playing like it.
Oh,
He's souping like it.
okay.
Yeah, I just
Not mad at it.
and
Nah.
the way Ant's playing, it's just ethical hoops, man. So
Stuff.
yeah,
It is.
I fuck with the way he likes to hoop, and all these old heads like to say Jokic is the most fun when they watch basketball, but I'm bored. I like watching Ant hoop, watching
Yeah.
Ant hoop,
You're
watching
boring,
Luca hoop,
Jokic.
watching Luca hoop. I'm taking
You're
Ant.
boring.
I'm taking Ant. I'm taking
Send
Ant
the
any day.
video. Send the
I'm so,
Yeah,
video.
it is
Hell
fun to
yeah.
watch. Yeah, it is fun.
I'm always here
Send
for
the
the Jokic
video.
slander. But that said, I do think I'm gonna ride with Denver here.
Ah,
As good as the T Wolves look, they're like super reliant on Rudy Gobert. And shout out to Rudy Gobert. I do think he's very underrated in the grand scheme of
we
things.
just slandering
But
niggas today.
yeah, he's
I'm sorry, Pods.
he's like a plus 17 on his on off. Like when he's not on the floor, this T Wolves team is not good. They can't guard anybody. And we know that Rudy Gobert can kind of struggle with these finesse centers, people who can post up and get directly into him, whether it's foul trouble or just bringing him out of the paint. And I do think that's largely been why they've struggled against Denver this year. I do want to talk shit about Cam Johnson real quick and the NBA nerds.
Oh
I
yeah.
heard all summer that
Yes.
Cam Johnson
Yes.
was going to be
a
the
special
the
player.
upgrade of upgrades over Michael Porter Jr. He's just so
Hmm.
smart. He's
He's
gonna go to
ass.
Denver, and Jokic is gonna fucking unlock him. He's
Ass.
about to be the difference maker for this team, and so far he looks exactly like Michael Porter Jr. did in Denver.
Yeah.
And MPJ
That's
took
it.
his ass to Brooklyn, got on some hot mics, started talking bullshit, and now he's playing like an all NBA player.
He's
So
hooping.
sometimes as great as Jokic is, he can hold people back too.
That's true.
Sometimes
Mm.
LeBron too.
Mm.
He's
People
not
have the
Uh,
cook,
ball a lot.
cook,
They're just
cook,
gonna take
cook, cook,
opportunities away
Andy.
from other people.
Cook,
Like there's
Andy.
only so much you can do as a catch and shoot guy. Like and
Yeah,
MPJ is arguably one of the best catch and shoot guys in the entire league. I do think he's a step
yeah.
above Cam Johnson in that regard, and I do think that's showing up with the trade there. But I will
Yeah.
ride with Denver in that one. So let's take a quick break here before we get into some football. That was our first time doing NBA picks. We're gonna put a little
To
Christmas
the Knicks.
parlay, 5 games. I think we can hit them. But we will
JB
be
third of
right
all.
back.
Let's do it.
All right, we're back. It's still early in the NBA season, but we had a good time doing NBA picks. I'm looking forward to when we're kind of going to go into hoops full time as the NFL season wraps up. But right now, we are in the home stretch. It is crunch time. The playoffs are nearly upon us. Over half the league has been eliminated now. We've got a couple teams hanging on by a thread, but we're going to jump the gun a bit. We're going to go ahead and preview the playoff picture now. And to do that, we've come up with an idea to do a draft, and each of us is going to pick as many NFL teams as we can before we run out of eligible contenders. Canny, the underdog in our spread picks, has the best record so far through week 16. So he got
Hey,
his
yo.
choice of picks. He elected to pick first. Canny, who do you want
Go
from
ahead,
the field with the
Mr.
very
Stay Away.
first
Go.
pick?
Have the floor, Mr. Stay Away.
I want the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills here.
Bills.
I think this is
Okay.
the.
Bills.
I think this is the. Me and Ben were talking about it earlier, but I agree. It's this Josh Allen's year, man.
I
No
like that.
Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow. Those two quarterbacks he has lost to. No Lamar Jackson. It seems like.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great for the rest of the AFC. I think Buffalo's offense can take him away all the way. But if the D can shape up the defense, it's good. But yeah, I'm taking
Shape
Buffalo
that
with my
D.
first pick.
Nice.
Oh, that threw me for a loop there.
I like that.
Sec
Yes, sir.
So I got the second pick.
Are you gonna do it? Are you really about it? Are you really about that life? They not
He's
coming
about
back to you.
It's not a bad
You
pick
really
They're
though.
believe
not
it?
gonna come back to me, but I need to be an honest
Do you
analyst
believe?
and ride for the ride for the listeners. I
Come
think
on, gang. Do it, gang.
yeah,
Do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Do
take the
it.
Seattle Seahawks here
What?
with the second pick in the
Oh,
NFL playoff
What?
draft.
Wow.
yo.
What?
I had to do it. I had to do it.
Nuts.
Wow.
I think the Seahawks answered a lot of questions in that Thursday night Rams game, which was just an absolute barn burner, incredible game, arguably the game of the year. And a lot of people are going to say it came down
Man,
to fluke
fuck you.
plays and that the Rams should have locked that shit up. But you could have said the same thing in their first meeting. I mean, Sam
Yeah.
Darnold threw 4 picks in that one, and they lost by
Barely
2
a field
points,
bucket.
and
A
it's
missed field
because
goal.
Jason Myers couldn't hit the game-winning field goal after the timeout. And this time he only threw 2 picks and they won. So if he could throw 1 pick or no pick, the next time they meet, maybe the Seahawks would just put belt to ass on the Rams. But yeah, I don't know. They're just the most complete roster in the field to me. That defense is incredible. It might not
Special
be
teams.
quite the Legion of Boom, but it's arguably deeper than the Legion of Boom was in terms of all around at all 3 levels. And if Sammy D can even play adequately, that they're a buzzsaw. So I'm gonna take them with the second overall pick. That brings us to King Boog, who is still shocked at my selection.
I'm speechless. This is crazy. Wow, you took Seattle. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to do it. I'm doing it for Duval. Andy, what are you doing? I'm taking the Jacksonville
Yes, sir.
Jaguars. What are we talking about? The hottest team in the league, got the hottest quarterback both on the field and off the field. The nigga's fucking beautiful. Yo, I'm taking the Jags.
No.
I cannot believe I had to stand up for Duval here. Shout out to the 904, man. Small market. Small market. We getting it done, bro. Like, we running the slate. We already beat Denver. You know what I'm saying? That was the game that everybody thought, oh, we gonna go in there and lose. We gonna go in there and lose them all. No, nigga, Duval don't bow down to nobody, nigga. We stand on shit. We stand on business, nigga. And fuck the Bills too, nigga. We taking them out. So let's go. I'm going with the Jags.
Yeah.
Duval, baby. Let's
No
go.
Mahomes, no Lamar, no
No.
Burrow.
What are we
Trevor
talking
Lawrence is
about?
here, baby.
Trevor
Lawrence is the
Lawrence.
best
Trevor
QB left
Lawrence
in the
time.
AFC, nigga. Talk about it, nigga. Talk about with your mother too, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Man, you
Great,
know what's
great
crazy?
pick,
Duval, till we
Benjamin. Great.
die, nigga. Till we
Yeah.
die. Till we
Uh,
die.
You know what's crazy is when we're coming up with the order for the draft order. Kenny got the first pick 'cause he's doing the best. He took one. I got second choice on what pick. I chose the 4th pick. And the reason I chose fourth, I was like, there's no way Andy's not choosing the Jaguars. And if he doesn't choose Jaguars, I'm definitely taking the Jaguars. But I was
No,
like,
you weren't.
regardless,
You called us
Ben's
fair
not
weather
choosing the
fans.
Jaguars. Ben is also not going to choose the Seahawks. So I was thinking, honestly, Andy was going to go Rams and Ben was
No,
going to go anywhere else with it. So I was ready to go Jaguars, Seahawks. But I'm flabbergasted.
you
Everything
should
Andy
be.
said about the Seahawks, I had to change my pants in the middle of you speaking. Duval is legit. So I ride with those. The Bills, I think, is a great pick. I mean, Josh Allen, this should be his year. The other guys aren't there,
Make your
but
pick, nigga. We took your picks. We
I'm
took
going
those already. Make your
Rams.
pick.
I'm going Rams. I think the Rams are
Oh,
still
I
a
know
really
that
good
hurts.
team. It does hurt.
Ooh.
It hurts really bad. I
Ooh.
don't think they're going to beat the Seahawks. I think they're going to lose to the Seahawks in NFC Conference Championship. And then my second pick, this also really, really hurts. And
No way you're
honestly,
picking the Niners. No.
Oh
I'm
my
doing it. I'm
god!
going
Oh
49ers.
my
I think the
god!
NFC West is going to have the Super Bowl champion. It doesn't matter which one of the 3.
You
Fred
sit in
Warner
the
might
cuck
be
chair.
back late playoffs. The 3 best teams in the
Ew.
NFL are in one
Ew.
division.
You are
It
so
sucks.
fake,
I don't
nigga.
like it. I'm not
You're so
happy.
fake.
This
That's so
hurts.
fake.
But let's fucking keep going. Ben, it's your pick.
That's the fakest shit I've
Yeah,
ever
you might
heard.
want to chill on 6 because I feel like I know who you're picking here, but
No,
after
you
picking
don't.
Jacksonville.
Ooh.
I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers, nigga. Yo,
No,
Oh,
shout
no.
out Mike Tomlin. Yo, we
Rogers.
doing it. I've said it before. He's the best coach I've ever seen in my lifetime. Fuck Bill Belichick. If we go with best coaches left in the league, I'm going with Mike Tomlin, bro. I'm riding it. I think Aaron
Have you
Rodgers. You
seen
talk
him in the
about
playoffs?
anybody who can get hot for 4 weeks and win it. It's Aaron fucking Rodgers. And what a way to ride off into the sunset and roll it all the way to the bowl. So I'm going with Pittsburgh.
That's
Yes,
a
I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, sir.
wow.
wow.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, we did no prep ahead of this segment. I came on here. We talked about it sort of that we would do an NFL playoff draft, but I threw it on there right before the show, and it is going
Oh,
about
Jesus
as well
Christ.
as I could have possibly imagined.
Yeah,
This
This is
is
pick your
this is
insane.
jaws up.
incredible content.
Pittsburgh, steel curtain, baby. This is what we
What?
do. Let's
Oh
go.
man,
What,
am I in a
Steelers?
pickle now?
That's
Am I
crazy.
in a pickle now? I'm not picking the fucking Houston Texans. I don't care if they might be the best team left on the
We're
board.
being
I am
honest and
fucking doing
what?
it.
I had to pick the Rams and Niners. What are we talking
You didn't
about?
have to do that. You could
Hell
We're
drop
being
it
no,
low,
dude.
honest
but
I
listen,
analysts.
am
He didn't
picking
pick
the
you
the
fucking
Jags.
Houston Texans. So I gotta draw the line somewhere between picking Jack second overall and picking the Houston Texans at the turn. No, I'm a rock with the Philadelphia Eagles. At some
okay.
point,
Ooh.
playoff experience matters. They're
Yes, sir.
starting to figure some things out on offense. It seems like Nick Sirianni's kind of taken over the play calling for the betterment of the team. That defense is still legit. They've been to two Super Bowls in a row. I feel like there's a decent chance they can still emerge out of this field. I'm a rock with Philly. Candy, that brings us to you, and you got the turn here. So two straight picks for you.
Did you just take Philly?
Yes.
I
Okay.
Yeah,
did just take Philly.
Okay.
I
Okay.
did. That's what he was just saying for the last.
No, no. I just
He was on
I
mute.
don't know. I just wanted to make sure you took Philly. Like, just was trying to understand. But
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I think Philly's on the verge. I'm gonna take the
Do it.
Bears. I'm gonna take the
Yes,
Bears.
sir. Yes,
The
sir.
Bears.
Oh,
The Bears
go
have some
Bears.
magic going on, man. They got
They
some
do.
Mm-hmm.
they got some
They
magic
do.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them win. I won like $90 on them. I bet like $20 drunk as fuck at a party
Hey,
on the
money,
Bears,
money,
and I won $90. Great
money,
time.
money.
Let's
So
go.
shout out to the Bears. I
Happy to
got
be
the
alive.
Bears, and you know what? I'm gonna take the boner as well. I'm taking the boner.
What?
The
Nice.
boner.
Ooh,
And the
Nice.
About time
the
Broncos.
the one seed,
bomb.
man.
Uh,
Okay.
One
I
seed in
think the
third
Nice.
round is
Broncos.
crazy.
I think the Broncos can make a case for the AFC Championship. Um, they did not play well against the Jags. The Jags are the hottest team in the league, so that might be one thing. But also, the Broncos were on an 11 game win streak. They were due for a shit game. We don't like saying that, but they had the shit game. So maybe the Broncos do ting, but I do like the Broncos in the playoffs. I think the team is good. Defenses and championships.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wow. You're gonna put me in the position again to
Yep.
where I'm fucking the Texans on the board.
Yes, sir. I'm not taking
Dude,
the
just
Well,
Texans.
do
fuck
it.
that. I'm
Just
not
do
picking the
it.
Houston Texans. We're going bolt up, baby. If
Okay.
Both
they can avoid
both
Duval, I
yeah.
think I think the Chargers got a chance. Jay
Yeah, they do.
Urbo, dark horse MVP candidate. Everyone thought that after they got fucking belted in Jacksonville, that was the beginning of the fall off, and then they won 5 straight games. They're, I think they're legit. Justin Herbert is arguably the most valuable player in the league right now in terms of the carry job he's doing for
Whoa.
his team right
More
now.
Trevor Lawrence
I think
disrespect.
if you put
You're crazy.
I think if you put Matthew Stafford behind that O line, he would be in the hospital right now. Um, I think if you gave Drake May that O line, he would not be having his transcendent second year. So, yeah, they got a good defense. Justin Herbert's playing amazing. The weapons are pretty good. The run game is good. It's all about that offensive line, but stranger things have happened. I'm riding with the Chargers. Bug, that brings us back to you.
Yep. Clearly, I think the Super Bowl winner will come out of the AFC this year. So I will take the Houston Texans. They are the best defense left on the board. And I don't trust the Packers. I don't trust Matt LaFleur in the playoffs. So I'm going with the Houston Texans. Yes, I took the Jaguars. Yes, I took the Texans. Yes, I took the Steelers. No, I don't give a fuck. Christmas Eve, nigga. I don't care.
Casual. Casual.
My team's picking in the top five of the draft, nigga. I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl.
Casual.
So we have what? The Bucks, the Patriots, and the Packers left on the board.
Or Panthers. Don't disrespect the
Panthers.
Panthers.
Yeah, I
Panthers.
mean, you could
Panthers.
pick the Ravens,
Playoffs.
Lions, and
The
Panthers as
playoffs
well,
ended
and
today.
technically the Colts.
Stop
They're
it.
all still in the running.
So I'll go ahead and hop on my pick. I actually think the winner's gonna come out of the NFC. I think in the AFC, besides the Jaguars, Bills, I don't really trust anybody. But with what's left, the best team is the Patriots. I don't think that's a question. Best team is Patriots left, and I'm just going to stop it there because I don't think they're going to do too much to the playoffs, to be honest. Drake May's a young
You
quarterback,
just
no
said they're the
experience.
best team left.
Well, the
They're the
best team
best
left
team
in the
left.
draft.
Yes.
Oh, they're not better than the Panthers.
With that said, though, I'm not. The Panthers are not in the position to win the division right now, so that's the reason why I'm going with the team I'm going with. Otherwise, y'all know I love me some Bryce Young. Y'all know I ride for
They're
Bryce Young,
first. What are you
but
talking about?
The Panthers are
what
first.
what I'm looking at shows
Panthers
the
are
Bryce.
leading the division now.
Well, in that case,
Beat the
give me
Bucks.
Bryce Love, baby. Panthers going all
Yeah.
the way.
Bryce
Ted
Love.
McMillan is the best weapon he's had in his career. They're finally letting Bryce Young be Bryce Young. I told y'all this in the beginning of last year when he had a couple bad games. And everybody was like, this guy's a bust. Told y'all, I've seen flashes. I've seen him make good throws and good plays. It's not his fault. You give him a team. J.C. Horn's amazing on defense. Might be the best cornerback of the year. I don't want to hear nothing but your mama. I want to hear it. I'm going Panthers. They're going to win division. They're my dark horse. That's my dark horse.
Okay. You did almost just take the Bucks, but
Yeah, I wasn't happy about it. But the Panthers, I'm happy about.
Bug, you taking the Bucks?
no, I'm not taking the Bucks. I'm taking the Packers are still left, right? I'm taking the Packers. I guess
Packers are still on the board.
the Bucks have lost to literally everybody, and I just once you lose to Kirk Cousins in year whatever, like
Yeah,
I can't take you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going with the
I agree.
Packers.
All right, that brings it back to me. There's not a lot left on the board. I hate the way the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing right now, but everyone else is hanging on to the playoff race by the skin of their teeth and do not control their own destinies. That said, if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with the Lions. They have the best unit still on the board with their offense. So, yeah, I'm going to just trust that. And if we want, we can just give Canny the rest of the teams on the board. That's the
Yeah, you got them all.
the
Yeah, you can
Colts.
take all those.
Take your boys.
For the shoe.
Take your boys and go home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We're gonna be
and you
watching on
get,
the
you get
couch.
the Ravens as well.
no.
And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's
Bucks,
wraps up
Ravens.
If
the
Philip
playoff
if Philip
draft
Rivers
there.
wins the
But
Super Bowl, they need to just write the movie, nigga. Are you kidding me? That's a fucking movie.
Such
That's
rigged shit.
crazy.
Yeah, they fucked
Nigga
up
look
the
like
Kurt
Hank
Warner
Hill,
movie.
bro.
Yeah,
They
they did
fucked up
mess
the
Nigga
up.
Kurt
look
Warner.
like
They did. Kurt Warner's movie
Kurt
was
Warner movie
trash.
sucked.
All right, we ready to talk about
the
this
Kurt Warner.
Bobo Christmas sleigh of games, boo boo ass games that nobody's gonna watch because they're all three boring as can be, bro.
I'm gonna watch because I'm gonna have money on
yeah,
them.
let's get into it. We've been talking about it sort of on and off now, but yeah, for those that don't know, Netflix and Amazon purchased rights to the NFL Christmas games well ahead of time. It was on the schedule at the beginning of the season, and they thought they were going to get some crazy divisional battles with massive playoff implications, some of the biggest stars in the game going head to head, and that is not what is happening. The first game on the Christmas docket is going to be the Dallas Cowboys, who have already been eliminated from playoff contention, and the Washington Commanders, who I believe are down to their third string quarterback. The Cowboys are favored by 8.5 points, but why don't you weigh in on your NFC East rivals here?
Yeah, these games are always tricky. The NFC Beast, it's always tough. So I think 8.5 is too big of a spread. So I'm gonna go with the Commanders very begrudgingly. But that's only because neither team has really anything to play for. But I think Dan Quinn it may be like coaching for his job, like pretty sneakily. So because he did go out and get their star quarterback killed this year. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the
And
Commanders.
Marcus Mariota.
And Marcus Mariota and all the hospital balls he threw that affected the
Hospital
rest of his
bus.
teammates. So I'm gonna go with the points, and just because the Commanders are at home, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great take, and I'm gonna kind of ride with that. I mean, Dallas has looked really weak the past couple of weeks. They don't care about winning. They don't care about football right now, dude. They're in Cancun mode. I think they're
Yeah,
gonna win, but not by 8.5. And there's not much to say about the Commanders, but they're gonna win by or they're not going to win, but they're not going to lose by more than 8.5. Kenny, what you think, man? What you thinking?
Yeah, I'm also gonna take the Commanders here. I'm not Cowboys 8.5 spread. No, they were supposed. I was literally watching Hard Knocks before this. Scottenheimer is struggling to do a lot of different shit on the field. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening, and they have not won games that they're supposed to win. No, I think Washington's coming out for blood in these last 2 weeks. I think Washington, Dan Quinn is coaching for a little bit more. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to take a very unenthusiastic fade here and ride with the boys.
What?
No, they don't have playoffs to play for anymore, but
I got
man,
nothing.
these players still have performance incentives. They're still on national television. Jerry Jones loves his headlines, so getting a big Christmas win over a divisional rival, even if they're led by Josh Johnson, I think the Cowboys will get up for this one. I think George Pickens will go off in a meaningless game like he did this past week after selling out for my fantasy team in the first round of the playoffs. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Cowboys and get the fade. Let's move on to our next sad game, the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings and Max Brosmer. The Lions are technically still alive in the playoff race, but they need to win out and they'll need a lot of luck along the way. They're favored by 7.5 points on the road. 6. You want to start us off here?
Yeah, you guys know how big I am on Minnesota. I've been big all year, and then there came a point where I wasn't big at all because they fucking suck. And yeah, they fucking suck. Detroit's gonna win by more than a touchdown. Detroit has a reason to play. They're going to play hard. Amon Ross ain't bomb that cost me the playoffs last week. He's going to be a lot better this week. I think Detroit easily takes this game by a touchdown. Minnesota Max Brosmer just doesn't look good. Kenny, what you thinking, man? How you feeling on it?
Man, I really want to take Minnesota because I really like the defensive play. Cashman's been balling, but nah, I'm taking sorry, my bad. The Lions. I'm taking the Lions. Sorry, brain fart. The Lions. I feel like the Lions. The
It's
Lions
Christmas Eve,
Stay
personally.
off the
boys.
eggnog.
The eggnog thing.
Yeah,
But
no.
the Lions, I feel like personally, yes, like what Six said, they're fighting for something. So I'm going with the Lions here. I don't have much thoughts.
Let's hear it, Booger.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Vikes. Again, another unenthusiastic home underdog here, but I think the Lions defense is pretty terrible. Kind of sneaky bad. So
Yeah,
I'm a,
they are.
I'm a, even though it is Max Brosmer, I wish it was 9 in this game because that would be fucking hilarious. But even though it's Max Brosmer, still Kevin O'Connell, not coaching for his job, but I think he kind of needs to show off his quarterback wonder kid abilities. So if he can keep it close with Max Brosmer, then I think that should secure him, at least a job for next season
Yeah.
and maybe a season after that. Honestly, if you win outright with Max Brosmer, you should be able to coach at least 3 years straight without worrying about your job. What you got? What you
Yeah,
got, Andy?
I'm gonna keep the split here. I'm not gonna give you the fade. Max Brosmer looked like a little live against the Giants last week. Detroit does have reason to win, so I do think they will win, but they're not hyped in that locker room anymore. I mean, the defense has been absolutely ravaged by injuries for the second year in a row. They're missing both of their starting safeties. Their backup
Mhm.
safeties are absolutely horrendous. They should not be on an NFL field. And now
Jeez.
we've got players taking shots on social media. I don't know if y'all
Holy
saw
shit.
that, but
Oh
yeah,
no!
it's not looking good in Detroit. So I think
Oh
they're going to
no!
narrowly pull this one out and then
What are
probably
you
get
talking
eliminated
about?
because other things. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
With the Lions players taking shots at each other?
Yeah,
Uh, fuck it. I
sorry.
got you. No, you're good. David Montgomery liked I think it was an
Oh,
Instagram
oh,
comment.
okay,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Y'all
Now I
saw
know.
this?
Well, let him
Yes, I
let him
saw that.
finish now, nigga. I
Well,
want
yeah,
to hear
now he
you,
Yeah.
gotta say
nigga.
it.
Yeah.
Shut the
Tell the
fuck
story.
up.
My bad. That's bad podcasting from me. I should have explained it for anyone in the audience who might not have seen it. But yeah, David Montgomery liked a comment, I think it was on Instagram, saying something about how the Lions have no idea how to use him and they've been giving Jameer Gibbs all the
Whoa.
glory. And if he had more touches, then they would have won the other day against the
Ooh.
Steelers. So yeah, that's not looking too good. That's
Okay,
not
no,
looking
that's
too
not good.
hot for the locker room. So yeah, I don't think they're going to get a very commanding win here over a Vikings defense that still shows up to play week in and week out. And then now we have the worst game on the Christmas docket. Surprisingly, we've got the Boner and the Broncos coming off a brutal loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, going on the road to take on the Kansas City Chiefs, who have, of course, been eliminated from the playoffs, lost Patrick Mahomes to a torn ACL,
Living
lost
in
Gardner
Kansas.
Minshew to a torn ACL, and have to start Chris Olodokun. I think that is how you say his name. Six. What do you think? The Broncos are favored by 13 and a half points. You think they're covering here?
Man, it's difficult because Andy Reid. You don't want to see him go down like that, but that's how he went down in Philly, and they're down to their third quarterback. It really sucks. The Broncos though are frauds. I'm willing to say. I mean, the Jaguars are a great team, which is why they put BTA on them. But the Broncos are frauds. But the Chiefs fucking suck. So yeah, the Broncos are going to win by at least 2 touchdowns. I'm going with this snoozer to end the night because the Broncos are going to blow them out and there's not much else to say. And I don't think the Boner is going to win much in the playoffs. But he's gonna blow out the Chiefs. Ben, what you thinking, Ben? You riding with the Chiefs or you're going on the
No,
Boner?
no, I'm not riding
Let's
with the
ride.
Chiefs. I
Let's
said a
ride.
couple. I said a couple weeks ago that the Chiefs team we all had in our head is the Chiefs team of old. It's not this year's team, and the Broncos have not covered really a big spread like this and probably all season. But I think if you can't beat Chris Oladokun and Hollywood Brown by 2 touchdowns, then what the
Hollywood
what the
Dookie
fuck are
Brown
you doing, Sean Payton? So yeah, I'm taking
shouldn't
the
be a 1 seed.
Broncos. No, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be in a playoff, nigga. If you can't beat Chris Oladokun
Yeah.
and Isaiah
No.
Pacheco by 2 touchdowns, like, come on,
Yeah.
dude, what are we
No.
doing here? This game is
No.
horrendous. If you bet on this game, unless you're me, you are a fucking scumbag. Like, honestly.
All right, Kenny.
Kenny,
Yeah,
you
What you
riding with the
thinking?
roomie?
I'm riding with the roomie. I'm taking the Broncos. Oladokin
Let's
or
ride.
Oladukin. Yeah, you're gonna put up a dookie.
Oladuki.
Hadouken!
It's gonna be bad,
Hadouken!
buddy. It's gonna be bad. No, I thought he was playing well to begin when he came in, and then he had some turnovers, and then you lose to 2 touchdowns, but to the worst team in the league, you're done, man. So yeah,
You're
I'm
done.
taking the Broncos. You're
Wait,
done.
you saw some Chris
Yeah.
Oladokun
Uh,
tape?
What last week against the Titans?
Oh,
If you
Yeah.
can't cook against the
Mhm.
Titans, who are one of the worst defenses in the league, like you're cooked, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's over.
yeah,
is
no,
he
it
black?
was not pretty.
I don't know.
I don't think he's black. Actually, I think he is. He might be light
You
skinned.
watched it. How you
But
say I don't know, nigga?
I
Yeah,
did
no,
not I did not
he
watch that
he's
shit.
black. He's
Gee.
He
black.
is
Yeah.
black. He is black.
Shout out to bro.
His name kind of sounds a little
Yeah,
Samoan, so I don't
Hey, he's
know.
from
Like I wasn't
Tampa.
trying to
Okay,
like.
we don't have to get in it. We don't got to get into that. Let's not get canceled. Andy,
Hey, he's
please
from
don't do that.
Tampa. He's from South Flo. So hey, Rod Will from South Flo. I might.
I'm not
I
gonna ride
almost
with
want to
shit.
switch my pick. I almost
Please,
want to.
no,
I'm not
please let
going
Andy
to,
pick,
but
and then we can move on from this shit ass
so
game.
bro,
low.
Andy,
didn't he play college ball at SDSU though? Like, I feel like if you have to go all the way up there from Florida, you probably weren't a very good prospect, to be
Damn,
honest.
tough
Let's see if
team.
I can find this
But yeah,
video.
that's gonna give us a Christmas Day sweep. This was a bit of a tough one for me
uh,
because I have been very anti the Broncos covering over a touchdown. But I also have ridden with the Chiefs to the end of the line, and they absolutely drove me off the tracks with them the entire way. So yeah, I'm a ride with the Broncos here. I don't think
Broncos.
they are quite as bad as Jacksonville made them out to look. I don't believe in them as a super serious Super Bowl threat, but I do think they're a good team that can handle business. The offense has a little bit more momentum now. Like Jacksonville did shut them down, but Bo Nix still fucking dinked and dunked and garbage timed his way to 350 yards. Like that should be more than enough against a Chiefs team that actually is mentally checked out. Like
Yeah.
they got nothing to play for anymore. Travis Kelsey got his one catch for 6 yards to break whatever fucking career record. I think it's like 12 seasons with 800 yards or some shit, and
That's
then
Yeah.
didn't do
sad.
shit for the
That's
rest of the
sad.
game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think they're
Hey,
I think it's wraps for the season for the Chiefs.
Cut it
Let's get
out.
into some more meaningful football here. We've got
Yes,
the
sir.
please.
Texans and the Chargers. AFC battle
Ooh.
between two wild card teams. The Texans are getting a point and a half on the road. Ben, you've been riding with the
Boys.
Texans a lot. How you
Texans.
feeling here?
Texan favorite.
I have been, and I don't want to do any foreshadowing here, but yeah,
What is shadowing?
I got the Texans in this game. I think a point and a half is
Oh,
I think
did we
we
lose Ben?
I think we lost Mr. Booger. So I'll just go
Ben?
ahead and say what he's gonna say.
Uh,
I think a point and a half is good. That Houston Texas defense, I've trusted it all year.
No,
Justin
Ben.
Herbert,
Did
he's
the
going
internet
to
go out?
dookie down his leg.
Sweet. That's a straight bent line. Now I'll go ahead and hop on with my take real quick while we wait on Mr. Booger to reconnect. Um, I'm gonna ride with him actually. I actually I'm not gonna ride with him. I'm gonna go Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers. The reason I'm gonna go Chargers is because Justin Herbert. Every year we have heard Justin Herbert's so good. It's just his receivers, and I honestly never been a believer in Justin Herbert is that guy, but he is balling. He's having a phenomenal season. He does throw a pretty ball. I'm going Chargers minus 1.5, but I'm still going Chargers. I think they pull out this game and they get hot, and I think they make a playoff run. The only team stopping them in the playoffs is either the Bills or the Jaguars, but they're not losing to any other AFC team.
Mm.
Can you think who you got? Can you Ryan Texans or Chargers?
I'm riding with the Chargers as well. CJ Stroud played like booty last week. They almost lost to the Raiders. The defense had some holes. They got some injuries now. I think the Chargers might sneak this one through. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chargers as well. Um, just it just seems like a good bet here.
Yeah, I like that. Andy, who you got, Andy?
it pains me to say it. I couldn't take the Texans in the playoff draft, but I will take them in this game.
Okay.
Like I said about the Chargers, they got a lot of good shit going on for them, but that offensive line is absolutely putrid. Justin Herbert is the most pressured quarterback in the league. He's done a pretty good job of managing that pressure, which is why I do think he deserves some MVP love for the things he's been able to do in his situation. But against a defense and the defensive line like the Texans, I don't
Mhm.
know what kind of magic he can work, especially seeing him go up against like Josh Hines Allen and Travon Walker, who are fantastic edge rushers, but they're definitely a tier or two below Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. Like I think CJ, as uninspiring as CJ Stroud has been, like I think it's going to be more than enough to get the job done with that defense clamping down on the Chargers offense. Bug is still not back, but let's go ahead and just jump into Ravens at Packers, two teams who are hanging on to their playoff viability for dear life. Lamar Jackson got hurt yet again, so they had to roll with Snoop Hunley, and he could not get the
Yep.
job done. There's a lot of weird shit going on in Baltimore. They're getting 3.5 points on the road. Six. What do
Looking
you feel
good.
about that?
Man, it is not looking good in Baltimore. There's a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of question marks. I don't even know if Lamar Jackson is playing this week. With that said, I think Green Bay losing Micah Parsons, they still kind of have been able to kind of fight. Still, I feel like they haven't just rolled over and died almost. But I do think that Baltimore plus 3.5, that's hard to take, but it's going to come down to me, John Harbaugh. I think Matt LaFleur is a fantastic coach. Don't get me wrong. I really do love what he's been able to do in Green Bay. It's hard to choose Ravens with that plus 3.5 and a backup quarterback. But I just Nah, I'm going Packers. I can't do it. The Ravens just don't look good. They don't look good. Their offense doesn't look good. Their defense doesn't look good. The Packers offense has looked good. Packers defense has looked good without their best player. LaFleur is a fantastic coach. I'm going Packers. I'm going Packers. Minus 3.5. I'm still going Packers. Kenny, what you
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah, I'm going Packers as well. Minus 3.5. Baltimore blew an 11-point lead. John Harbaugh, I'm watching you, motherfucker. You fucking gambling piece of shit. You better be in that fucking court trial. I'm fucking sick of this guy. How do you not run your running back up 3 touchdowns? He's got 130 yards or some shit. Like,
They ain't playing like the rest after that touchdown.
yeah, I know Green Bay's got some injuries. I'm taking Malik Willis. Lamar, grow up, man. Stop eating like a child. This has
Stop
been
playing
disappointing.
PS5 at night.
Disappointing. Disappointing.
Welcome back, Booger. Who you
Bugs,
got?
So,
welcome
Baltimore,
back.
or Green Bay. Let's hear it.
yo, sorry about the. Did y'all get my? You got the Texas pick? I got my
We
pick.
got
Yeah,
him, Texas.
we
We
got you
did
with
get
the
the Texans
Texans.
pick, and then Six did a pretty good job of giving your breakdown
Thank you, thank
on
you.
why you picked the Texans.
All right, appreciate that. So it's Ravens Packers, right?
Packers.
Ravens
Yeah,
at
plus three and a
Packers.
half.
Ravens getting three and a
Ravens.
half points with Snoop Huntley on the road. Jordan Love is set to play.
Mm.
In that case, I will take the Packers then. I
Go Pack, go.
I think Snoop Huntley, shout out to you, bro. Like you always seem to come into these games. I feel like I've seen a lot of Snoop Huntley over the years. But I think the Packers, they still need to win to get into the playoffs. So I think they're gonna be locked in. They're not gonna be caught off guard by Snoop Huntley. So yeah, give me the Packers minus 3.5.
Yeah, it's gonna give us a sweep. Like I said about the Lions, I do not like the vibes in Baltimore right now. Like Canny said, Derrick Henry getting benched after having arguably his best game of the season to that point. I know he fucking fumbled, but John Harbaugh gives Mark Andrews chance after chance after chance after he drops huge passes. He doesn't play
Facts.
Isaiah Likely,
Fuck
even though
him.
he's the clearly superior athletic profile right now. He gives Zay
Hmm.
Flowers chance after chance, and
You
he
mean Pro
fumbled their
Bowl Zay
season away
Flowers?
yet again.
That's a
Yep.
Pro
More
Bowler.
But
fumbles
you
than
benched Derrick
touchdowns.
Henry because he had one
Pro
fumble.
Bowler.
Like that,
Pro Bowler.
that shit is crazy.
Unbelievable.
I don't know how many more laterals we'll see from Mark Andrews. I hope we see a lot. I do wish this was Snoop Huntley versus Malik Willis, two of the best backup quarterbacks in the league, going
That'd
head
be
to head.
great.
With Jordan Love playing, especially, I'm a ride with the pack here. All right,
Go Pack,
Six.
go.
We've got your Seahawks with the number
Ooh.
one seed, with a chance to lock up the first round bye, going on the road for the Carolina Panthers, favored by 7.5 points on the road against a likely
Ooh.
fellow playoff team. What do you think about that?
Look, I'm gonna start with I love Bryce Young. I love the Panthers. Love what they done. I wish they would win this division, but I'm gonna let you know right now they're not. This is not an easy game. They're gonna win. I think the Seahawks are a really good football team. The only thing that scares me is that the Seahawks do tend to overlook bad opponents, and I think the Panthers are a good team that could easily be overlooked, like the Rams did a couple weeks ago. And that reasoning is why they won't. Because the Rams overlook this team, I want to say they won't. It scares me though. So I'm hesitant to go 7.5 Seattle. But with that said, I think Seahawks have the best defense in the NFL. I think we have the best special teams in the NFL. I think we have a top five offense, but when you combine a top five offense with the best defense and special teams, you got a dominant team. This should be easily a Seahawks by more than a touchdown. Easily. Let's hear it, Candy. What you thinking, Candy? Let me hear you talk good about my Hawks.
Let me get the Panthers. Let me get the Panthers.
Ah,
Ooh.
The Panthers. 7.5 underdogs. Panthers all day, man. Come on. Panthers eat on the underdogs. Uh, I feel like the Seahawks have played down to the level of their opponents in the games that they're supposed to win really badly. So I don't think I don't know if the Panthers win. The Panthers are on a roll. They want to win their division. If they win this game and Tampa Bay loses, they win the division.
yeah.
Seattle's sort of kind of playing for something, even though they're clinched. But I think the Panthers at home as underdogs are a very scary sight for anybody. So I'm gonna take the Panthers here to cover at least.
Yeah, and the Seahawks are playing for that one seed in the East in the conference. But with that said, though, even if they win, the Niners win, we do play the Niners next week, so we need to win this week, and then next week we'll be playing for the one conference. But I mean, still playing for that one seed.
Yeah.
Booger, what you got, Booger?
Okay, how
Let me
you
hear
feel?
you. You gotta talk good about my Hawks at least.
I'm not talking good about the Hawks.
Ah,
I'm also gonna take the points here. I think that's too many points. The Seahawks, obviously they're a good team, but outside of blowing out the Vikings and blowing out the Falcons, but they kind of had some close games. So they haven't really, had a big win like that against a quality team in quite a long time. So I'm gonna take the points here. I like what the Panthers are doing. I like that Bryce Young is using his legs more and kind of creating offense in that way. And this is gonna be a tough matchup because the Panthers are good at home. They're 9-6 against the spread. So, I don't know if they win outright. I don't know if I pick that, but I think they're definitely gonna keep it close and show the world that they're a quality team and that they deserve to be where they're at right now, regardless whether they win or lose. I'm tipping my cap to the Panthers. Shout out Dave Canales, shout out Bryce Young. I'll eat a little bit of crow. And yeah, man, shout out to those guys. And at home, I think they're gonna be there. They're gonna stand up for their team. So I'm going with the points. Give me the Panthers. Keep pounding, baby.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'm riding with the Seahawks. I picked them
ah.
with my first selection in the playoff draft. And there's a reason for that. They're a really, really, really good team. They have played down to their competition a few times this season against the Titans and against goddamn Philip Rivers. But yeah, no, I think they handle business here. I do like this game doesn't clinch them the division or the conference, but getting this head-to-head win over Carolina, especially since the Rams lost against Carolina, is huge for the common opponent's tiebreaker if it does end up coming down to that. So I think they're going to want to show up big time for this game. And for the Panthers on the other side, the only way they can clinch this week is if they win this game and Tampa Bay loses. In any other situation, next week's head-to-head versus the Bucks is going to decide the division and the playoff bid. So I think Dave Canales and the Panthers are going to want to save their best tape for that matchup. So
Okay.
yeah, I think the Seahawks should be able to cover by 7.5 points here. They're a great team. They're going to want to build the
Yeah.
rhythm and maybe show off what they can do against sort of a playoff team. Let's go to the
I love that
Cardinals
take.
at the Bengals, two teams who are absolutely not in the playoff hunt. Kenny, you want to open us up with Jacoby Brissett on the road here, getting 7 points?
Yeah, this guy sucks. Like, just being honest. I'm
Tell us
take the
your truth.
Bungles. I'm taking Joe Burrow. Burrow by 7 sounds pretty good. Cardinals suck, man. This team doesn't care. Buda Baker out there walking around.
Yeah,
Jacoby Brissett just slinging it to Michael Wilson in garbage time for
slinging
28.
that shit too, boy.
This is an abysmal team.
Slinging
I'm
that
so
shit.
sorry for Arizona fans. This team sucks, but I think the Bengals will get one of their wins. One of their 5 wins of the season. So I think the Bengals cover. Yeah.
Man, I'll go ahead and hop on here. And the
All
reason why
right.
I want to hop in is because I feel very passionate about what you just said. I don't feel bad for these fuck ass Cardinal fans. Man, fuck you, Cardinal fans. Excuse my language. I know I try not to be too
Wow.
profane, but you had Kurt Warner, you had Larry Fitzgerald for freaking forever. I feel no sympathy for you guys. You should have won your Super Bowl against the Steelers. I feel no sympathy for the Cardinals. You guys deserve what you have. What you have is Jacoby Brissett, who doesn't care about anything but stats. He lets his team fall behind by 30. After they lose by 30, he's like, okay, my boy, let's get 5 touchdowns. The Cardinals are not going to cover this 7 point spread. The Bengals, I don't care how depressed Joe Burrow is, he still has Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. He can just throw that thing straight up in the air, and half the time, one of them are going to catch it. Bengals are going to win this game by more than 7. They are a good team offensively. They suck defensively, but Cardinals offense is not anything to be worried about. So Bengals by 7. Booger, let's hear it.
Yeah. First I just want to say that punching down on the Cardinals and taking every other NFC West team to win the Super Bowl that's pretty low down six. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're better
It's
than that, dude.
I
You're
don't
better
like
than
the
that.
Rams or Cardinals
You don't you
either,
don't have to
or
you don't have to
Niners.
to prove your allegiance to the Seahawks by punching down on the 3-12 Cardinals. Like that's pretty low even for you. But
You didn't
as
live through Larry Fitzgerald's fucking career.
I mean, I was there. I was there. We're the
Not
same
your
age. I was
favorite
there.
team 2 times a
No,
year.
I
The
didn't.
dude
I didn't
didn't
care.
drop anything, man.
I took him in Madden a lot, but as much as I want to go with the fade here, because I don't think the Bengals are that good either. And yeah, they look good against the Dolphins, and I guess Zach Taylor is coaching for his job, but it's a very unenthusiastic. I'm taking the Bengals here. I would not be
Yeah.
surprised if the Cardinals covered, just because that's how little faith I have in the Bengals and their defense. But I'm gonna take the points here. I think Zach Taylor's coaching for his job, and it would go against my cardinal rule, no pun intended, to take Jacoby Brissett. I told the fans
Kobe.
any spread he's on, I'm betting against him, and I'm just going with it right now. So, give me the Bengals, but I would not be surprised if the Cardinals covered. I'm just putting that on wax.
In the Skyline Chili spread here for sweep for Cincy. I do advise if you're going to bet on this game to read all of Joe Burrow's pre-game quotes in the week of practice leading up. See how
Yes.
his head's feeling. If it's a down week for him, if he's feeling like he misses his family for the holidays, like go ahead and stay away from this game. But if he's ready to play football, they should have no problem covering a touchdown against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins.
Mm.
A interstate battle here between the Buccaneers and the Dolphins. Tampa Bay is laying 5.5 points on the road. They need to keep their playoff hopes alive. But what do you think about this one?
Yeah, I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't even. Is it Quinn Ewers again? Is it Quinn Ewers? Sorry, I don't mean to put you on the
I
spot,
believe
but
so.
it's
It's going to be Quinn Ewers for the rest of the season. Like Tua's just
oh
done.
Lord. I mean, I don't trust Tampa Bay at all, and my gut is telling me to take the Dolphins. So I'm just gonna take the Dolphins. Like, I don't,
What?
I don't feel good about it. You know, it's a home underdog. Like maybe they get up and try to play spoil. We laid out the case for the Panthers making the playoffs, which this week would include Tampa Bay losing. And if
Have
I
to.
know anything about a Todd Bowles coach team, I know that they're gonna lose a game that they definitely shouldn't, and make it so unclimactic in week
Climatic.
18. Yeah, I could see them losing this game.
Yeah.
Man, I'm taking the Dolphins, dude. I'm taking the points. Like, just that's how the Buck season has gone. It's just so sad. I could just see them losing to the Dolphins and it not even making it to week 18. Like, honestly, that's just how it's going. So I'm taking the Dolphins, who are better against the spread than the Bucks this year, by the way. For anyone
Nah,
wondering.
I think
All
I think
right.
you're reading the room correctly. I'm gonna be honest. Like I've been a big Bucks guy, but I think you're reading the room. The Bucks just look like they're having the story of where it's just like one thing after another. Like you're supposed to be this big old playoff team after 5 weeks, and it's like you're not even gonna be in a playoff position. With that said, though, no, I think you made great points, man. I just don't. It's hard to imagine this Buccaneers team with how bad
Yeah.
they've looked these past couple weeks. Like my
Yeah.
eyes are not deceiving me. They have not played good football, and the
NFC
Dolphins
Colts.
have. The Dolphins have played good football these past couple of weeks. So 5.5 spread is just a really big spread. I think the Bucks do pull out the game by a field goal to end the game. So I'm gonna go Miami with the 5 point spread, but I do think that the Bucks pull it out and play for the division next week to where Bryce Young wins the division. But I'm going Miami 5.5. Canny, what are you thinking, Canny?
I'm again for the third time on this podcast. I'm picking against you, Merrick. I'm taking the Dolphins. Wait, no. Oh, I thought you took the Bucks. Oh, my bad.
The five and
No,
a half point spread.
My
I'm
bad.
going Dolphins.
My bad. My
he
bad.
took
My
the he took
bad.
the Bucks to win. That's why it
My
sounded a
bad.
little.
That was weird. Okay, but I think
Okay.
Miami's easily gonna win this game. Give me them by 6. The Bucks are done. They're cooked. Todd Bowles, say sayonara. 3 seasons
Yeah.
of mid. You thought you was Bruce Arians, but you're not. We see you. We see you. We see
We
you.
see you. We
We
see
see
you.
you. We see you. We see these coaching decisions of the Falcons game. We see the coaching decisions in the Panthers game. You're not playing well. You're not doing good. There's no good schemes on defense. You're just letting people run all over you. Bryce Young kept the option like 8 times in that game. I've never seen him keep a fucking option in the fucking NFL. Who the fuck keeps that option in the NFL? They were like, nah, we're just gonna buy it every time. And they fell for it every fucking time. So yeah, I'm taking Miami
Crazy.
here. I think Wright, A Chain, if he plays, but Ewers maybe balls out, who knows? It was I'm
Who
not
knows?
I don't, I'm
Goes.
not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge a quarterback off of one game. I need at least like three. So we'll see what Ewers does. Maybe he comes out and shocks the crowd. Maybe he doesn't. We'll see.
Candy,
Okay.
let's hear it. What you think,
Interesting.
Candy?
Interesting.
Taking a fade?
I feel like
Mr.
I
Fade a
was
lot?
pretty early on the Bucks downfall, at least in this podcast. I've been
Mhm,
talking about it for weeks now.
mhm.
Tampa, I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all should have kicked Todd Bowles to the curb and gave Liam Cohen the promotion he was after. But you didn't. And he came to Jacksonville and he's working miracles in Duval, and you guys are now
Duval.
cursed. That being said,
Cursed.
I will hit the fade here for the Bucks. I just don't feel right
Wow.
giving a
Wow.
sweep for Quinn
Ooh.
Ewers and the Miami Dolphins. His first start was last game this season, but we've seen Quinn Ewers in action before. There's a reason he was a seventh round pick. He throws meatballs every single down. Tampa Bay literally, I mean, I guess they don't need this win to stay alive because they could lose and Carolina will lose, and then they'll probably have to duke it out for the final spot in the NFC South to decide which team gets to get fucking murdered by the Rams in the first round. But no, I think they'll get the win here, and either way, they'll have to play for the division in Week 18. But yeah, speaking of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we got a rematch with the Indianapolis Colts. This time they're going to look a little different. DeForest Buckner's back. I think Sauce Gardner is going to be back, but most importantly, instead of Daniel Jones and instead of Riley Leonard, the Colts will have 44-year-old Philip Rivers at the helm. He's 0-2 so far. He's picking up steam, though. Kenny, what do you think? Do you think the Colts
Oh,
can cover with 6.5
Starting with
points at
Kenny is
home here?
hard.
You know, before the season started, when we signed Daniel Jones, I was like, man, this is gonna be such a fucking shitty season. And somehow we started 7-1. It's beautiful, man. I'm dancing, I'm parading, I'm walking through the fields, enjoying the fruits of my fandom. And somehow in some way the Colts are some way back to 8-7 out of the playoffs. This has just been it's the most somehow I predicted the Colts to go 8-9, and they're going to go 8-9. I don't think I don't think we are even close to this game. I think Jacksonville, personally, is probably the hottest team in the league. The Rams defense kind of looks shoddy. The Seahawks don't know when to play for real. Sam Darnold, still don't trust him. Sorry, bro. But Trevor Lawrence over the last 4 weeks is top five T Law. Shout out Haji. So I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was feeling like taking the Colts by 6.5 because it's a division game. We're at home, but nah, it's over, man. Get Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard out the fucking gym.
I'll go ahead and hop on here, Kenny. I think you make some great points. I think the strays to Sam Darnold was a little unnecessary, but besides that, I thought the rest of your points were very solid points, and I agree with all the points you made. I think what it comes down to is Philip Rivers. Yes, he's done a phenomenal job these past 2 weeks since he's just been throwing in there. I think he is going to do better, and I think it's going to look like it's a better game, but the Jaguars are just a better team in every asset. I think DeForest Buckner being back is huge, huge for the Colts, but I do think at the end of the day, the Jaguars are winning by at least a touchdown. I think the game's going to be a lot closer than the score shows, but I do think the Jaguars are going to win this one by more than a touchdown. So I'm going Jags minus 6.5, and I'm riding out with Duval. Booger, what we thinking? You a Duval boy?
I'm a Duval boy. I'm 904 with it. Took him, what I'm saying, to make it to the bowl. So Obviously, I'm a Duval boy, and yeah, it's very sad. Candy, I feel bad for you, man. That's it's
All
tough,
good, man.
to start off so good and then to have your team just sucking ass like this is
That's tough.
pretty crazy. That Monday night game where it's like, oh, maybe we can stay alive for the playoffs. Like, no, you got fucking smacked, dude. Like that pick six, man. That shit was you seen it, man. That it was bad, dude.
You
Like
light my fire.
it's bad. And the Jags have been great against the
I
spread this
feel
year.
alive.
11-4 for the Jags against the spread, so I think they should cover here pretty easily against the Colts. And Philip Rivers, he got some great stories to tell to your high school team next year, but it's it's playoff time, it's big boy time, and
Hey,
we're gonna get you up out of
whoever
here, bro.
whoever Philip Rivers is coaching that quarterback, I'm recruiting. I don't give a fuck. Like if that
Facts.
Son,
crazy,
I think.
crazy. The son I hear is pretty decent, but there's like four other quarterbacks and he's got like four other sons playing. So
Baby Gronk, is he like Baby Gronk?
maybe Gronk,
Stop.
not baby Gronk.
Stop. Andy, let's hear
Yeah,
your Jack's
Jack's
promotional
Homer,
ad. Yeah,
the
go ahead with
promotional
your
yeah.
ad.
promo.
Obviously, we're getting the sweep here. You could say this is like a trap game, divisional game. The Jags are
Little
feeling
trappy.
really high. They might get punched in the mouth a little bit, but Liam Cohen and this team are different. They feel slighted. They've been
Different.
running the nobody believes in us gimmick for quite a while now, and they fully believe that shit.
You can't
Sean
do that
Payton
with
called
the
them
division
a
lead.
small market team while trying to compliment them, and Liam Cohen took that shit, put it on the bulletin board, and said,
Bulletin
"We're
board
gonna
material.
fuck them up for saying that shit. How dare they call the Jacksonville Jaguars a small market team? This man
But they're
is a
still pretty
psychopath.
good.
He wants."
You know what's crazy? He said that from Denver. Like Denver is not like a major market team. Like yes, they have major owners, but like me and Boog have been to Denver. It's not like that different from Jacksonville other than mountains. Like a lot of shit is like
No man.
Oh no, Denver has
Nah,
a
it's
lot
got
more
like a third
offer.
of the population of Jacksonville, but Liam Cohen does
yeah.
not give a fuck.
Nah,
It
he don't give
doesn't
a
no,
fuck.
matter what
no,
the
I'm
facts
saying
are.
I'm saying Sean Payton was wild for calling him a small market. Like I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
Denver's not
He
like the
was a little
biggest
wild,
market.
Not
like
that much bigger.
yeah.
They
I
do got
do
an NBA
believe he
team.
probably didn't mean it in
That's
a
true.
He's trying to be a nice guy.
as a shot, but him bringing it up at all was a little strange. So yeah, Liam Cohen took it and ran with it. I don't know. This week he'll probably be like, they got a 44-year-old starting a quarterback. We should take that as a fucking insult. So let's try to kill him.
He's gonna take
And
Yeah.
that
everything
said,
as a
like,
result.
Rivers hasn't looked as bad as you would expect a literal grandpa to look on an
For
NFL
real.
field.
That's very
But
true.
also, the Seahawks stayed in cover two high shell all game. They just did what they do under Mike McDonald, which I think makes sense because you don't want to like switch
We
up your
play it
tape
safe.
too much. But at the same time, if you're just going to sit in cover two, Philip Rivers is going to dissect that shit. And the 49ers have absolutely no defense and no pass rush. So Philip Rivers was able to put up some numbers. And the way the Jaguars have been feeling and the way they're able to cook up schemes, uh, I'm a little worried about Philip Rivers' health in this game, and I do think the Jaguars are going to comfortably cover the 6.5 point spread. Let's move on to another home team for the casuals, the Jets hosting the New England Patriots. The Jets are on pace to make history here, Bug. Have
Yeah.
you been hearing the stat about y'all
What's
secondary here? The Jets have
I
gone 15 games without an
NFL record
interception. They
already.
are
That's
on
an NFL record.
pace. Yeah, they did break the record already, and they're on pace to become the first team in NFL history to go the entire season without a single
Jeez.
interception with a former cornerback
Jeez.
at their head coach. Uh,
Jeez.
they're getting 13 and a half points at home here, Bug. What do you think? You think they can get one here against Drake May?
I do think they can get one, and I don't know if it's the first time. Maybe it is, but it kind of feels like it. But I'm taking the Jets. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be the coach of the Jets, you have to understand one thing. We hate the fucking Patriots with every fiber
Yeah,
of our being. We wake up, we hate the Pats. We go to sleep, we hate the Pats. You at Granny house for Christmas, you hate the
you
Pats,
hate the
nigga.
Pats.
Like, if she looks like Tom Brady at all, you trip her on the way to the bathroom. Like, that's how deep this shit goes. The
Tripping
Lot of
Jets have
it.
game.
been the Jets have been surprisingly good against the spread. They're 7-8, and I think if you want to be the coach of the Jets, Aaron Glenn, I hope you listening, my nigga. They need to get a pick against Drake May, and you need to cover this 2 touchdown spread. Don't go out there and embarrass us during the holidays, my nigga. Okay, all right, like let's do this, man. This is it. I'm not saying win. I wouldn't take the money line. I'd be crazy if I'm taking the money line, but the Jets have to cover this spread. They absolutely have to. Come on.
I'll go ahead right on from that. I just want to real quick point out, Booger, that was a really insensitive joke about grandma's falling when you just had a grandmother who fell, I believe, last night. So that was a really insensitive joke.
Todd the Granny.
But for
That's
those of
not
you
real. That
wondering,
was an excuse to get out of some shit. But please
yeah, for
continue.
those of you
Todd the
wondering,
Granny.
Mr. Booger was on a date and he
You don't
needed a
have to win.
reason
You
to get
don't.
out
We
the
don't have
date.
to. We don't have to do
So,
that. We don't. I don't date. I
we
don't
had
do
to give him
any of
that
that.
little
We
call.
don't. You
But
can just
no,
move on with your pick, bro.
with
I
that
don't
said, though,
date.
no, I'm a ride out with Booger. I think that I've said it all season. Divisional games are no jokes, and this is one of those games where I think the Jets have something to prove before the end of the season. And what they need to prove is they're not just some hoes out there. Like they're actually an NFL team, so I think they're going to be able to keep it within 2 touchdowns. I don't think they're going to win. No, I think the Patriots are going to win. But I do think the Jets are going to keep it to single digits, let alone less than two tutties. I mean, I'm going paid. I'm going Jets to cover the 14-point spread. What you thinking, Kenny?
A
Jets,
resident Jets fan,
Jets,
Kenny.
Jets,
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 Jets.
Jets.
Yeah.
I'm going Jets, man. I'm going the Jets to cover. Drake May,
Jet
suspect
sweep.
against a very Baltimore team, comes back
Yeah.
very well because of some luck. Uh, yeah, I'm going with the Jets here to cover. I don't know if they'll win. I don't know who's playing quarterback, but I don't trust
Brady
Drake
Cook.
May anymore.
Brady Cook. The
Yeah,
Come on
chef.
now.
The
Brady
chef.
Let
Cook.
Brady cook.
Let him
Let
Let
cook.
Brady
Brady
cook.
cook. His name is Brady. Like,
Uh,
come on. Please do
I'm not
something.
gonna let Brady cook. I'm gonna ride with the Pats here. I think Drake May passed up a beautiful opportunity last week to make some serious headway in the MVP conversation. Matt
I
Stafford
agree.
took an L. Josh Allen absolutely shit his pants against the Cleveland Browns. It was right there for the taking for him. And he played a very mid game against a very mid team and a very mid defense in the Baltimore Ravens. I think
Yeah.
it's stat pad time for Drake May. And if you're going to put up an MVP moment, I mean, Trevor Lawrence had 6 total touchdowns against the Jets 2 weeks ago. So I think Drake May is going to have to put up some numbers here. The Patriots have only won by 14 or more 4 times this season, with a schedule softer than any schedule we've seen
Charmin.
since the 1990s, which is pretty discouraging. So I think they need to take this opportunity to get another big win before the playoffs stand. So I'm going to hit the fadeaway and take the Pats to cover by 2 tutties. We've got on the next game the Saints and the Tennessee Titans. Another doo doo bowl. We've got the Saints and the Shuck favored by 3 points on the road. Kenny, you've been a
Come on, mother
resident
sucker.
Shuckster. Gave up the title for a little bit to your roomie. Are you trying to snatch that
Show him your
chain back?
gear.
What?
Show him your gear. Show him your gear.
Yes, I'm snatching the chain back. Yeah, I'm going with the Shuck here. I really want to
Show him
go
it.
with
Come
Cam
on.
Ward.
Come on.
I like I
Show him
like
it.
I like Cam Ward, but I think the Saints and Kellen Moore have been playing well. I think the Shuck and he's running well. He's shugging along. Um, but yeah, we'll go with the Saints here. I think they're playing well. I think they're playing like a good team and surviving. They're on a good win streak. And Tennessee's a team that wants to lose at times. Even against the Chiefs, there was a lot of moments where it's like, do you guys want to win this game? But no. So yeah, I'm going with Saints. More.
I think I think you make some good points, Kenny. I do, but these two teams I think are really bad teams with quarterbacks who are actually pretty good. I actually like Cam Ward and I like Mother Sucker. Like I'm kind of I kind of like both quarterbacks,
We'll get it
but
chucked tonight.
oh, but when it comes down to me is both teams are hot. Tennessee looked great last week. Tony Pollard finally actually doing something these past couple weeks, and the Saints have looked phenomenal. I feel like for where they're at, but I think what's going to give me is the +3 on Tennessee side. I'm just going to ride with who has the spread because both of these teams are bad teams, good quarterbacks, but it's just I don't trust either one of them. So I'm going with the spread. I'm going Titans to cover the +3 spread. Let's hear it, Booger. What you got?
I'm a take the Titans as well. I'm taking the +3. They got up for the Chiefs game last week. And I think they're gonna get up for this game as well. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because this game fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the Titans.
Yeah, fair
Shout out New
enough. I
Orleans.
am also shout out to Nola for
Oh
hosting
no,
our co-host King Boog there. He had a great time in the
we'll be
city.
back for Mardi Gras.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the Shuck as well. I've been a big doubter of the Saints and the Shuck, and they keep proving me wrong. As for the Titans, they got a big win against the Chiefs. I think that's all the goodwill they're going to need for the rest of the season. They kind of got to look out now. I know they don't need a quarterback since they have Cam Ward, but they're now fifth in the draft order, and another win could drop them to seventh or eighth. So I think they're going to want to stay pat where they are right now. So I don't think they can afford to win another game. So they're just going to give the Shuckster this one, and 3 points is not that big of a spread. So I'm going to ride with New Orleans here. All right. We've got the Steelers and the Browns. Steelers are favored by 3 points. They've been extremely hot. Mike Tomlin has already hit his 9-win goal with 2 games left in the season. 6. You think he can get another one here?
It sucks that I do like Shadur Sanders. I feel like he's been doing actually impressive with what the Browns have. I think that they haven't looked terrible, but Kevin Stefanski sucks. Like he's just a terrible coach. He wants to lose. He doesn't want to win. I don't even know if he wants this job anymore. So yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh. I'm not even going to waste much more time. Pittsburgh, they should win their division. I'm going Pittsburgh to cover 3 point spread. Easy. Booger, what you got? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers as well. Like we said about, Andy said about moving wins. You don't want to get too many wins when you're at the bottom of the schedule here, or bottom of the draft order, top of the draft order, however you want to read it. But yeah, I'm going with the Steelers. I think Perky Rogers is hot. He's got his 30s in the locker room, so they're gonna be ready to go. Go ahead,
Yeah,
J-Man.
I'm sorry, my bad. I
Mhm.
was yawning. Apologies.
Yeah,
It's getting
we can
late.
hear you yawning, by the way.
My bad.
Wake your ass up. It's some
I'm gonna go with the
You're not getting up for
Steelers as
the
well.
Steelers?
Yeah, I'm going with the Steelers as well. Cleveland hasn't played well. They lost Judkins. Lost a couple players as well. That doesn't. I think Njoku also got hurt.
A while
doesn't.
ago, yeah.
No, who got hurt on the touchdown? Fannin? Was it Fannin that got hurt?
Nah, Fannon's playing.
All right, they got another receipt. One of the receivers got hurt. So
Shout out to that nigga.
shout out to that. Shout out to bro. He caught a touchdown and got hurt immediately. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's been hot. I think Perky Rogers somehow has came alive, and yeah, like what Ben said, maybe they can make a run. Who knows?
Dark Horse Super Bowl pick.
Yeah, we're gonna sweep with Perky Rogers here. I don't think the Steelers and Mike Tomlin are gonna want to put it in fate's hands. I know that Baltimore could be eliminated if they lose at Green Bay, which they probably will. But that game takes place at the same time as the Cleveland game, so I think the Steelers are gonna want to go ahead and win and clinch the division and not have to play the Ravens in Week 18 for the postseason bid. I think that's a lot of drama. So I think they're going to want to just get the job done. And a Cleveland Browns team without Quinshon Judkins, with an abysmal O-line and a rookie quarterback known for taking sacks, I think Mike Tomlin and the Steelers are going to be all over that, even with a pretty overrated and old-ass defense. It won't matter. Ben, your favorite game on the schedule.
Yeah.
Speaking of the draft order, We've got the Fernando Mendoza Bowl here. The Giants and the
Mendoza
Raiders
Bowl.
going head to head. And the Giants are favored by 1.5 points on the road. But what do you think about that?
I think that is absolutely fucking nuts. I think the Giants should not be favored against anyone ever, 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 ever until we prove we have a competent coaching staff and competent defense. So I'm gonna take the Raiders. They're at home. Maybe you get one last one before, in front of the home fans before you send it off, into the sunset, till you fire Pete Carroll into the sun. But I think, give me the Raiders here. Jackson Dart's been neutered. They told him to stop running. They told him to stop taking hits. And yeah, let's get this number one overall pick. Do the right thing, like Spike Lee would say. Let's go Raider Nation.
I'll go ahead and hop on. I think you make great points, man. And I just want to start with, if you bet on this game, call your
Yes.
mother first. Call your
Yeah.
father, call your grandmother, call your
Yeah.
pastor. I don't know.
Your
But this is a
sponsor.
stay away game. Do not bet on this game unless you are like a professional bettor or you just don't want to have money anymore. This is my stay away. But gamble responsibly. I'm going to tell you who to gamble on. Gamble on Pete. Gamble on Brock Bowers, the only player
He's not
He's
in
not
playing.
these
playing.
He's
two
not playing.
offense. He's not
He's
playing.
not.
Don't bet on
He
this
got
game.
ruled out for the
Don't bet.
takeoff.
Do not bet on this game. I'm just gonna ride with Pete Carroll because I love Pete, Seahawks legend. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Vegas, but just don't bet on this game. Just don't
Yeah.
bet. Candy, go ahead and tell them who you want.
For the first time on this podcast tonight, I'm agreeing with you, Six. Do not bet on this game. Do not bet on this game. But I'm also gonna take Gino.
Andy's gonna bet on
Yeah.
this game.
He
Andy's
already
gonna
bet on
bet.
the
Let's
Raiders.
go, dude.
Andy's
He's
gonna bet
betting
on
on
this
this
game.
game.
I'm taking Gino here. I think Ashton Genty's come alive after Chip Kelly's been fired. So yeah, I think the Las Vegas Raiders are gonna get there. Dexter Lawrence and Brian Burns on Hard Knocks seem pretty, I'm trying to get out of here type shit. Like so,
Ready to go to Cancun.
Cancun, Brazil, somewhere to cheat on their wives. So
Hey
Oh
yo.
wow!
Hey yo.
All
What's
right,
the
little
Oh,
Philly
joke,
shots
my.
man. Just
for?
a joke.
Your
Just a
turn. It's
joke.
your turn, Andy. Andy, please.
Just a
Yeah,
joke.
Andy,
Yeah,
go ahead,
this
man.
this man for
That
the
was
holidays
crazy.
is just firing shots off left and right. The Colts misery has gotten to him, bro.
And
This
this is when I shoot
shot
the
came
best.
out.
Why you wish their evil on their
Red
marriage? They didn't do
richness, man.
nothing.
Crazy. That's insane. That's insane.
God damn.
All right, Andy, let's
No,
hear it.
we're actually gonna sweep with the Raiders, which is actually incredible.
I'm proud of you.
It is strange because these two teams are playing arguably for the first overall pick, and presumably
The Raiders.
Fernando Mendoza, who seems to be running away with the
We got
first
Jackson
overall
Dart. Why
pick
do you keep saying
status.
the
Yeah, I
Giants don't
don't think
need
the
him,
Giants.
bro?
I think they
We
love
got, we
Jackson
got
Dart's
Jackson
good.
Dart.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, neither of these teams, like, you could argue that neither of them need a quarterback, I
Not
guess.
The
at
I
all.
mean,
Raiders
I'm sure they
absolutely
want to
The
do.
move on
Raiders
from
need a
Gino.
quarterback.
The Raiders
Absolutely need a
need a
quarterback.
But
quarterback.
if
Absolutely
Pete
need a
Carroll's
quarterback.
there, I don't know. In
No,
response
Gino's
to
gone.
Brock Bowers getting shut down for the year, the Giants elected not to practice like any of their offensive linemen this week. So that's
It's
very
a boo
interesting.
off.
I don't think they want to win this game at all.
A little boo boo.
Jackson Dart, quarterback of the future, had .02 fantasy points this last week. So RIP to
QB1.
anyone who might have played him in the fantasy playoffs.
Well, you
0.02
did.
fantasy points.
You still would be,
Ridiculous.
but
Ridiculous.
He
Look how they
wasn't benched. He
massacred
didn't
my
get
boy.
injured.
And they favored.
But yeah,
Get the
Ashton
fuck out of
Genty
here,
looked real
Vegas.
good. I think they figured out that if they run him from shotgun, he can get a couple steps before his offensive line is completely blown up at the point of attack, and that's all he needs. I think they're going to do that on this Giants' poor run defense, and I think that'll be enough, especially with the points. So we're going to get the Raiders sweep. Let's get back to some decent football, at least on paper. We've got the Eagles and the Bills going head to head, a heavyweight bout. The reigning champs are actually underdogs in this game on the road, getting 1.5 points. 6. What do you think about that?
I think it's kind of disrespectful. I know the Eagles haven't been the best, but the Bills haven't been the best either. So I think it's kind of disrespectful to not give the champs the spread. So with that said, as much as I think the Bills are going to be one of the two contenders in AFC for the Super Bowl, I think it's whoever wins between the Bills Jaguars first round is going to the Super Bowl. I do think the Eagles are taking this game. The Eagles are still a Super Bowl worthy team. They're still a very competitive team. They're still a complete team. They still have a fantastic defensive line. I'm going with the Eagles, and they're going to easily cover a point. They get the point and a half, so definitely going Eagles. What are we thinking, Kenny? You flying high with me? Go Birds! Dang.
No, go Bills. I think the Bills, like I picked them in my Super Bowl rankings, are Super Bowl favorites for me. I think the Bills are going to cover. The Eagles are, I feel like, are kind of locked into the 3 seed with the 5 losses they have. So they're probably going to take a little rest here. Buffalo wants to play for the division. They're praying for New England losses. Maybe not going to happen, but they're playing for a higher wild card slot. So I think Buffalo wins this one. You know, maybe even by a little bit more too.
All right, Booger.
Book.
Booger,
Okay.
what you think? Are you breaking this up?
I'm going with the Bills as well. Like Kenny said,
Ooh.
the Eagles are kind of locked into their position. I'm not sure how much tape they want to be putting out at this point of the year, showing their best stuff. And the Bills are really good at home. They're 6-1 at home, and 1 point they can cover that. So I'm gonna take the Bills. Although the Josh Allen, I don't know how healthy he is or not. That kind of gives me pause. Eagles defense has been really good these last few weeks. But I like the Bills. I like James Cook in this game. So yeah, give me the Bills at home.
Okay. Andy, you giving me the fade or we
Yeah,
splitting?
I'm a ride with the champs. Let's split this up. It does seem like the Eagles might on paper be locked into the 3 seed, but that's actually not true. I mean, if they win out and get some good breaks going against the Chicago Bears or even the NFC West, I mean, they're technically still in play, I believe, for the 1 seed and the first round bye. They probably won't get it, but I think it's at least motivation enough to play. Josh Allen is a superhero, and that offense looks real good, but the Eagles' defense is just as good. And on the other side of the ball, the Eagles' defense might be, or offense might be super sketchy, but the Buffalo Bills defense is just absolutely horrible. It might be the worst defense in the playoff field,
Mhm.
especially against the run. So I do think this is going to be a bit of a legacy game for Saquon Barkley. I do think he'll go crazy. Anyone who has him in the fantasy championship should go ahead and do a little shmoney dance right now because I do think he'll break a hundo versus that Bills defense. So yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Eagles. Let's move on to the hometown Bears. Red hot going against the San Francisco 49ers. The Bears are actually
Oh,
getting 3 points on the road against the Niners.
Ooh.
Canny, how do you feel about that?
it's time to bear down. The Niners defense is ass. It hasn't been good. Philip Rivers just tore into them. They got a pick six. He got a little lucky there. I don't think the Niners defense is that good. Brock Purdy has been playing well, but the Chicago defense healthy with their secondary is a very not good defense to play against. So yeah, I'm taking the Bears by 3.
If this was in Chicago, I think it would be a little bit easier for me to ride with Chicago. But like I told you guys earlier, I still do believe the three best teams are in the NFC West. I think the San Francisco 49er team, their defense has struggled a little bit, but they're still, I don't think, that terrible of a defense. I know they haven't looked the best, but what it comes down to is their offense is really good, man. CMC is the best running back in the NFL. I don't care. George Kittle is the best tight end in the NFL. I don't care, and I hate this. Like it hurts to say these things.
Doesn't really seem
I,
like it.
I can't stand the 49ers. I hate them. I really hate them. And George Kittle, his stupid long hair, he looks like the golem or gremlin who barely had it. My precious. That's what his hair looks like. That stupid, terrible hair. Go get some shampoo and conditioner.
Damn.
But no,
Damn.
he's really good at football. He can
No.
block, he can catch, he can run. So I'm
No.
thinking that this the San Francisco 49ers, they're going to cover a 3-point spread. Caleb Williams, shout out to him. Ben Johnson, phenomenal first year. Good team on that Chicago Bears, but I think the 49ers do cover the 3-point spread. Booger, what you think? You ride with your hometown Chicago?
Yeah, I'm going with the. It's not my hometown. I'm
Well,
going with
your current
Chicago.
town.
I'm going with the +3. I think this is a little bit disrespectful to the Bears' magic. And they've been beating up on Vegas all year. They're 11-4 overall. They're 11-4 against the spread. And I know that the Niners won big, but they were playing a grandpa. And Caleb Williams is not a grandpa. And if the game is close in the fourth quarter, he's gonna get it done. So I'm trusting in the Bears. I'm trusting in Ben Johnson's offense. I'm trusting that the defense has been playing better, since they had some guys come back off of injury. And yeah, give me the +3. I'm going with the Bears, man. We shouldn't be underdogs. Fuck the Niners. I'll say what Six can't say, even though he has a Seahawks hat on. Fuck the Niners. Fuck Brock Purdy. George
Fuck Brock
Kittle, his
Purdy.
ankle,
Fuck
his
Brock
ankle
Purdy.
sprained. He's not even 100%, and his number one receiver is Juwan Jennings. So I think the
Look,
Bears are all over that. Give me that +3, baby.
I'll ride with Brock Purdy as the
Yeah.
most overrated player in the NFL. I will ride with that statement until the cows come home. Brock Purdy
There you go. You had
is
your
the
chance,
most
nigga.
overrated player in the
You
NFL.
had your chance. You took the Niners, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
I think they're going to beat the Bears.
Shut
I
Yeah.
the
do.
fuck
I
up.
do.
Get
I
the
do.
fuck out of here. Bear down, nigga.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give Six the fade with the Niners so he can sit
Yeah.
on that
Bear
Sit
down.
on
and
that.
so
Seahawk
stew in
boy.
his fandom a little bit there.
Stewing your
He's
fandom.
looking a
You
bit
guys are
like
horrible
Richard
people.
Sherman there, splitting in the
Ah.
division. But yeah, I don't want to give
Got
away
him.
too much because
Got
we
him.
will be revisiting this in a later segment. But I am riding with the Bears. Last game of the week, Rams at Falcons. The Rams are laying 8.5 points against Kirk Cousins. Six. You want to open us up here?
You're a douchebag for that. I'm taking the fuck ass Rams. They just lost. They're a
Ah.
really good team. They're very complete. Sean McVay's a good coach. The Falcons are not a
Oh,
good team. Kirk
you're such a
Cousins sucks.
glazer. You fucking loser.
I hate it. I don't want to say anything else, man. Give me the Rams. Kenny, you go, man.
Ew,
Yeah.
ew.
I'm gonna go with the Rams as well. I think the Rams are pretty
Dumbass.
fucking good. Uh, and Atlanta, your ass, your ass, your ass,
Yeah.
ass, just ass.
Wow.
Shout
So
out
yeah,
Kyle Pitts, though.
that's about it.
Finally showing up after 5 years.
This Monday
Once,
night, this game's terrible.
Breakout player of the year, Kyle Pitts, 8 years in
once,
his career. Yes,
once
sir.
again, I'm gonna do what Six Guy could not. I'm going against the Rams. You fucking loser. I'm taking the Falcons. Uh, I don't really like it. I told a couple weeks ago, I said Kirk Cousins was approaching Jacoby Brissett territory, but
Yeah, it
I've not
was.
liked how the Rams defense has looked. They should have blown out the Seahawks, and the fact they let them back into the game is pretty sad. The Falcons at home, I like their defense better at home than the road. So I'm gonna take the Falcons. I don't really like it, but I just want to make Six like keep picking NFC West rivals.
I hate you. I hate you guys. You guys are not nice people.
Yeah, I think that is crazy talk. Shout out to the Falcons for winning 2 games in a row, but I am not impressed by you beating the sad ass Buccaneers
No.
and Jacoby Brissett and the
No.
Cardinals at all.
No.
Uh,
No.
when the Seahawks played the Falcons, it ended 37-9. So the best chance for the Rams to flex their metal before they get to play the Seahawks again is to beat the Falcons even worse. So I think they're going to be kind of setting out to do that in this one. So that'll give Boog the fade with the Falcons. Let's get into our locks. We did pretty good. I think we swept our locks last week, right? 4-0.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, let's
Come
go.
on now. Make
First
that
time.
money.
Go.
Lock
Yeah.
in.
That's
Lock
money.
in.
Um,
Lock.
I've been going with the points totals for a bit now. I'm going to do it again. For Lions at Vikings, I'm going over 43.5. I do think the Lions offense is more than potent enough to put up points even against a strong Vikings defense. And this line is obviously lower because Max Brosmer is going to be getting the start, but that Lions defense does not look good whatsoever. So I think they're going to get some points going that way as well. So I do think they'll be able to clear 44 points in this game total. Six, what's your lock?
Yeah, so my lock, again, I'm just trying to make money. This is not. There's no feelings involved. If it was feelings, I wouldn't do it. I'm just trying to make us some money. I'm
Fucking
trying to
cup
help with
share loser.
Christmas. We all spent a lot of money on Christmas, but I'm going Rams. I'm going Rams minus eight
Cup
and a half.
share.
They
Send the
just got
cup
punched
share.
in the mouth by a divisional foe. I think they're going to have a real big statement game to set the track. Set the train back on track for the playoffs. So they need this. They need to win big. They need to show we are a legit Super Bowl contender. Rams are
You're
winning
not.
by more than 8.5. Let's hear it, Booger.
You,
What's yours,
you
Booger?
took
Let's
another.
hear
All
it.
right.
You locked the Rams, dude. You're still sitting in the cup chair, wishing he had Brock Purdy and Matt Stafford as his QB instead of bum ass Sam Darnold.
Y'all see the screen. Y'all see it. Y'all see Sammy.
Bum ass. I'm
All
locking.
right,
I'm
what's your
locking the
lock?
Texans plus 1.5. I kind of got away from it, and I shouldn't have. I've been on the Texans. Their defense is really good. Justin Herbert's got some inflated wins against a couple of shoddy teams the last couple of weeks. Which is kind of gassing them up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna lock the Texans plus 1.5. I think they're gonna bully him around like they did in the playoffs last year. So give me the Texans plus one and a
Oh,
half.
Booger,
Lock it
when
down.
I explained it earlier, I said you were going to say Justin Herbert's going to dookie down his legs, and you were so close to saying it. You were
Oh,
so close to saying
you
it.
already know he's shitting down
You
his
were
leg.
so close to saying it. All right,
Shitting down
Kenny,
his
what's your
leg.
lock? What's your
Yeah,
lock,
I'm
Kenny?
taking the Bears at +3. I think the Bears are fucking locking in. They're
No
up.
doubt.
They're up. They better win the division. San Francisco, they've had a couple of shaky games and stretches of shitty teams here, so it's gonna be a real team they're playing, and I think I'm gonna take the Bears here.
Fair down.
Yeah,
Love that.
Respect
I
it.
love
I
that.
respect it.
Love that.
I respect it.
All right, let's get into our lotto parlay. We did not sweep. We went 3-1. Kenny, you and Ted McMillan sold the lotto parlay. So
Yeah, call Jazz
you're
out.
gonna have to go first here, Doug. What are you going
uh,
with this week?
it's I don't
Wake
know
up, nigga.
actually.
Wake up. Wake up,
You're
nigga.
gonna
It's
have to. You're
time.
gonna have to. I don't have anything right now. You're gonna have to ask me again. Sorry.
You don't have anything?
Oh my gosh,
I'm
this guy
sorry,
Oh
getting
man.
so
my.
I
This
couldn't
This
man
your
resist,
is
first
man.
podcast?
he's so fucking casual. This guy's
Man,
faded
casual.
off the yeg dog.
casual. Just
This guy's casual.
He's
faded off the yard.
This
All
guy
right,
is
Booger. Booger,
thinking
go ahead
about
with
the
yours, man.
Colts
Start with yours.
season.
holy shit.
Just sad as hell, man.
Start us off, Booger. What you
Oh
got?
man. I'm rolling with the Bears game again. I'm going with Colson Loveland anytime touchdown plus 155. Niners defense sucks. They suck against tight ends. So I'm going with Colson Loveland again in the end zone. And I hope it's a game winner so they can cover that +3 and make that a 4-point win.
Ooh,
So let's go with Colson Loveland anytime touchdown.
I like that. I think
Okay.
that's a good take. I'm gonna ride with the anytime touchdown. I'm gonna ride with Duval. Kobe Myers. He hasn't gotten a touchdown in 2 games. It's time he gets a touchdown. Colts are poo poo. If Sauce Gardner is back, that's gonna make me feel more confident because he's looked really bad and he's had to play in a couple of weeks, so he's gonna be back in action. He's gonna be a step slow. Jacoby Myers is guaranteed to score at least 1 touchdown. Kenny, let's see what you got.
I'm going big or go home, man. Lotto parlay. We're going with Jordan Addison. Anytime touchdown.
Yeah, I like that.
Holy
I
shit.
like
Plus
that. Detroit,
290.
take the top off.
Going,
I like
Okay,
that.
going
what's the odds on those?
plus 290 right now. It's plus
I like
290.
Wow.
that. I like that,
All
Kenny.
right,
I
Yeah.
like
big
This
that.
is
hitter coming in hot.
You know that implies that Max Brosmer has to throw a touchdown.
I
I
know.
like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll see, man.
As long as we preface that.
Round us
Okay.
out, Andy. Round us out.
All right, I'm going back to Chicago here.
Yes,
I gave a
sir.
little sneak peek of this earlier,
The
but I do
Bears.
think it's disrespectful that they're the underdog against this 49ers team that has been excellent and impressive amid all their injuries. But Chicago, I do believe, is the real deal, and I don't think they're gonna cover that 3-point spread. I actually think they're gonna win outright. I'm taking the Bears money line at plus 144. So if you string
Woo!
those four legs together, that gets you to plus 5966. $100 will win you nearly $6,000. Let's hit it
Oh.
this week. Let's do it for the six God.
Get
And
those Christmas
let's have
gifts.
a Merry Christmas, y'all boys.
Merry
This
Merry
has
Christmas.
Christmas, Andy.
fun. Let's hope for some surprisingly fun NFL games. We know the NBA games are going to kick ass. We did those picks at the top of the episode, so if you got to go back and get that parlay together, I highly suggest y'all do that. But
Yes, sir.
everybody have happy holidays, and we'll see y'all soon. Y'all sign out.
Merry
Casual.
Christmas,
Christmas.
casual family.
King Boog, shout out Chicago, shout out Duval, shout out to
Shout
the
out.
city of New Orleans, Lester in the Smoothie King Center. I'll be back for Mardi Gras. We linking up. We're gonna burn the fucking city down, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I wanted to shout out the new Nationals general manager in baseball. His last name is Kilambi, which is my last name. He's the
Hey,
new general
Hey.
manager of the Nationals, and I hope he does well. Shout out to him.
let's
Shout out
fucking
to him.
go. Nationals
Yes,
overall
sir.
wins. We're
All right.
taking that.
Yes, sir. Everybody keep the casual. Merry Christmas once again. We'll see y'all next time.
Merry Christmas.